know.
I see. Allegedly, we're live.
Depends. As soon as it says, "Oh, you've been inside our YouTube studio."
Wow. Welcome to the show. Yeah, no, I'm moving this around the back because otherwise I'm gonna have to change all of the configuration of it, and then it's not gonna match when I put it back on the other bench and stuff like that. Hello, how are we? Welcome to the show, everyone. We have a show for you today where we will show you things. Probably.
Maybe.
I hope everyone is well.
They may even be things that you expect to see here, such
Wow.
as motherboards, laptops, graphics cards.
Graphics.
Exactly.
Okay, that'll work. That's usable. And it also means I can use the same HDMI cable that's already on it. All right. I'm very optimistically lining up equipment on this bench. So when I'm doing, hopefully, some board repair today, I don't have to be Billy No Mates on that bench while Caradog does a live reaction on this bench.
Wow!
Like, obviously, like, for anyone who knows the context of Two Guys Talk Tech, that would have been completely normal. However, while I was doing the editing and when you mentioned it after the video went live, I was just like, you are kind of just there for a large section of the video, you know? And like, yeah, it's not like I put you on blast or anything, but I was surprised that there were not more comments of being like, who's the guy in the corner, you know? But yeah. Frame drops and buffering, apparently. What's OBS doing? Looks okay at the moment. Yep, buffering. All right.
YouTube did need to load the homepage like 4 times. So, we'll see. Is it there? Yeah, it's there.
Ugh. Okay, that's fine. The stats just hadn't started loading yet.
We also apparently have absolutely no disk space.
Oh, that'll be it. No?
No, we have disk space.
Oh, it's probably because the recording is set... recording is set to record to a drive that is not connected.
Ah, okay, yes.
So that's why that's reporting no disk space. Yep. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yep, looking at chat, it looks like everything has started settling down now. Good. All right. Yep, cool. Okay. Yeah, we had a little bit of a wobbly when Caradog was clicking go live and starting up the stream and everything. YouTube was being a little bit weird, so I'm guessing it's just that. So yeah. Okay. All right. Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. We have a show for you today. This a recent video that I did where I did a very half-hearted attempt to repair this, and then I was like, this looks hard, I'm giving up and replacing it. Yeah. However, after that, a couple of people in the comments section and in Discord, namely, I think it was Pianov and Wild Floor Lamp, said, yeah, that's like the main rail regulator for the motherboard that does all the secondary rails. So you almost certainly have a main rail short on this. That bit that you said was ground is not supposed to be ground. So it's this. So that's why it keeps blowing up that regulator. So it's possible that this might be an easy repair after all. I just needed to try a bit harder. So yeah, we're actually going to take a second look at this, and if we can find it, because it might still be just a shorted cap. And if we can find that shorted cap, then we can replace it, and I've got one more of these X570s with the same regulator components on them, so we get one more attempt at doing the thing. So through the power of having 3 of them, we get another try. So we're going to have a look at that and just see if we can do a Hail Mary on this B450. And like, if it works, it works. It's a cromulent motherboard. It's not a great motherboard because B450 is just
Yeah.
But you know, if it works, it works. You know, you can slap a Ryzen 5600 in there and you've got yourself a gaming platform. So yeah. And then in addition to that, we're also going to do a little bit of investigation on a GTX 1060 that I've got here, which has a non-UEFI BIOS on it. and I want to see if we can get a UEFI BIOS on this. But it's a bit of an oddball model.
I'm amazed that such a thing even exists.
Yeah.
For the 10 series.
This is a very strange graphics card. So I'm not holding my breath, but we're going to do some research to find out if we can actually get a UEFI BIOS onto this, because the customer wants to play Call of Duty and can't because the system doesn't have secure boot and all that jazz. So yeah, but if their graphics card doesn't have a UEFI BIOS, then kind of stuck there, mate. So yeah.
Your graphics card's dead. Luckily, I have this lovely 9070 XT.
Yes, it is a Palette 1060. It's a Palette 1060. It was a Storm X, you said, wasn't it?
That's what it says on the label.
Yeah, it's a Storm X 1060 6 gig. However, on Tech Power Up, we can only find a 3 gig version of this card.
Is it worth us taking the cooler off and literally counting the gigabytes?
Well, I think we should take it apart, but yeah. We can look at. We'll have a ponder. We've got to decide what we're looking at. Also, just to quickly catch up on some other stuff. Someone said would rather fix the X570. The X570 has a hole through it the size of the Starship Enterprise. So no, is the answer to that.
The VRM completely exploded.
Yeah.
This one, at least one of them.
Yeah, this one's not this one has an exploded fan regulator. However, it still has put a literal hole through the board. This is not hyperbole. There, you can see light shining through the board. So no. Yeah. So yeah. These X570s were properly exploded. Yes, it's quite spectacular. So yes, they are spares repairs. And by spares repairs, I mean spares.
For repairs.
For other repairs, yes.
Yes.
Good. All right. I'm going to sit down.
Because I'm that kind of guy.
Yes. I'm tired.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mark.
Right. Okay. Right. What should we do first then? In that case, part of me is now. Well, the title topic was the motherboard, but also now my curiosity about this graphics card is fully piqued. So that was deliberate, just to make sure there's no misunderstandings there.
All right, come all right.
Yeah, my curiosity about this graphics card is piqued, so I kind of want to look into this first, just to find out if we're doing anything here. Would it be worth selling the 1060 for 20 quid and putting that toward an eBay one for 45 quid? I mean, also, we could just see if there's a BIOS available for it first. You know, like, let's see if we can do anything with it. So yeah. Right. Reading chats. Want to get a question in about a Dell LAJ621. USB-C meter only shows 5 volts. If it is only negotiating 5 volts, then you probably have an issue with the power delivery chip. So yeah. I would check the power delivery chip. Okay. Right. Some people are saying graphics cards. Some people are saying graphics cards. Some people are saying motherboard. So yeah. Sorry, I'm doing the graphics card. I've clickbaited you all with the motherboard, and now you have to wait for the motherboard. So
that's the motherboard.
Yeah, LAJ621 will be the actual motherboard itself. So I've no idea what model that's from because
7410.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's the PD chip. Yeah, just like with the most recent video, where the PD chip had exploded on a 7420, it's almost certainly the same thing on this. So yeah, replace the PD chip. Thank you for calling it a graphics card and not the neologism GPU. I mean, kind of.
What? Huh?
Yeah, I mean, the GPU is the chip on the graphics card. It's like calling your tower the CPU kind of thing. But this is kind of like when people it's kind of like when you say BIOS and people go, actually, it's UEFI. It's like, yeah, sure, but BIOS is a lot easier to say, So, okay. Right. That's a great shirt for TV. It surely is. I'm assuming the one in the background is on shot at the moment. Right.
No, it's probably my one.
Oh, I see. Oh
OBS.
no, you're Moray. Is it Moray?
That's amore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
When you mispronounce trees. Sycamore.
I see.
It's a whole thing. Clearly, you've not seen the meme.
No,
Okay.
I haven't. I'm still just looking at your shirt, going, "Oh, balls, that's a problem." But you're just deliberately moving backwards and forwards now. All right, look, we're just dealing with this. Caradog is a graphical artifact. Yes, it is your GPU. Your GPUs are all broken. You all need to buy new GPUs, not graphics cards, just GPUs specifically. So, all right. Don't replace the chip. Remove and inject power on the low ohm output rail. Maybe. Okay, well, check if there's a main rail short first then, I guess. Yeah. Check if you have a main rail short, yeah. Yeah, could be either. All right. Okay, so, well, let's take this graphics card to bits and have a look at what it actually is and see if we can find a BIOS for it. Yeah, we do have a computer that we can test this in. So, yeah, cool. Okay, right. I'm going to adjust the bench cam.
I also enjoyed the idea of you being like, are there computers in this computer repair shop?
Well, I was thinking like, because otherwise we might have to try and fix that one so we have a board to put this in. But then I'm just like, no, I do have our testing platform. So, yes. Cool, right. If you want to check the bench cam for me, please, Caradog.
Okay.
Outstanding picture. Please stand by. Do not perceive. Hello there. All right. Yeah, it needs to be rotated on the thing, but the thing. I'm going to get a screwdriver.
Transform. There we go.
You need to unlock it first.
It is locked. Transform. Kapow.
Okay, yeah. Did you do flip then?
No, I reset transform.
Oh, okay, yes. I thought you flipped it vertically, and I'm going to be like, you monster, stop that.
I mean, I can do.
Yeah, no. Just get the heckin' face cam up as well. Pow. Right. Okay, good. I'm lowering this table because it's too high. There we go. Did I dial that into there? I did. Good. All right. Okay, so let's find out what this thing actually is. I'm going to take the cooler off. All right, is this all? Yeah, all screws out. So we want to actually identify this thing for certain, and we want to see if we can find a BIOS update for it, and then update it. And I guess at the same time, we can just give this thing a bit of a cleanup, I guess, while we're here. Like, we're not going to... I'm not going to overhaul this, I guess, but, it's... Whenever you have a graphics card that has gotten to this age, it's going to appreciate fresh thermal paste and stuff like that. So, yeah. Whatever we do, this won't be a waste of time, I don't think. Sticker zoom. Sure. Here is the sticker for those playing along at home. Take your screenshots now.
Oh, can you not fast zoom in this version now?
No.
Oh, there's no slider so you to go.
I have to admit, I feel like the overall performance and functionality of the Link 1 cameras has been just degrading over time. Like the software feels glitchy, and I've never solved the 60 FPS problem that has been plaguing me for like a couple of years now and stuff like that. And just, yeah. Like the visual quality is fine, so I'm not changing anything right now. However, I do feel like the Link 1s have just seemed to have just not, they don't work as well as they did when I got them. And I'm a bit annoyed, but yeah, conversation for another time. Right. Okay, by virtue of the fact... Oh, I've got to take this off as well. By virtue of the fact that I didn't have to break the seal on the thermal paste, that kind of tells you something about what state this graphics card is going to be in. Yeah, it's falling apart, but... I see. God, this really is spared no expense, this graphics card, isn't it?
Spared every expense.
Yes, by spared no expense, I mean they spared every expense. All right. God, that's the heatsink. Thermal paste was actually a little bit pasty still, so it wasn't bone dry. Terrible. Okay. Right, okay, so there's our card layout. So we've got to find something that matches that then. Because yeah, when we looked up the Storm X 3GB, it did not match this layout. So,
wow, the only high resolution pictures I could find were of the other palette cards.
Yes. Okay.
It's just a case of they had a different layout.
Yeah. Right. So we need a BIOS for this. So yeah. What? Any ideas? Any thoughts?
Not specifically.
Yeah. Did this come out of an OEM? Yes, I believe it comes from a CyberPower PC. Because the computer has CyberPower PC fans in it. But yeah, it's a very, very generic looking graphics card.
Yeah, because there is the option for a 6 gig dual.
Yeah, like, do you want to open the picture of that?
Yeah, and I've no idea how you read these version numbers, but there's 2 versions.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look up that card and get a picture of that card.
Browser. Oh.
Chuck it. Are you going to pay for the customer's replacement? This is a customer graphics card.
There you go. Because, yeah, a dual looks like that, which is basically the same. Just
okay, yeah, but yeah, they don't have a picture of the PCB then. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
Yes. Right.
But I could only find one of the Super Jetstream, I think it was.
Yeah.
Or the Gaming Pro, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so the Super Jetstream, does the Super Jetstream have a DVI port on it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so the DVI port isn't going to give us any help then either. That much being said, though, the dual, we've got pictures of the back of the card there.
Yeah.
So if you can bring up a picture of the back of the dual, we can try and match that up. So maybe you could click on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was checking if it was the highest resolution.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because I saw one of them that was like.
Yeah. No, that's completely different. The GPU's in a completely different location. So yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, it looks like the rotation.
You can add GOP EFI with GOP Updater. Can you elaborate? What is GOP Updater? Like, I appreciate your offer of send it to me and I'll mod it, but like, how do I do that? I want to learn that. You know, like sending it to someone who waves their hands and now it's fixed. That's not. I don't learn anything from that. So what is GOP EFI with GOP Updater? Like.
Yeah, because that's the Super Jetstream. And you can see how the core's the other way around.
Yeah.
And then obviously the RAM's at the top and the side as opposed to on the bottom.
Yeah. Posted in Tech Talk. Okay. Okay. We'll have a look at that in a moment then.
Yeah.
But
yeah. What actual die is that one?
Let me grab some tissue. We'll have to look up and read GOP updater because Lead Farmer is doing. All right, keep your secrets. So we'll have. To, if he won't tell me, I will have to read. Right, this has.
Is it 400A1?
Yes.
Okay.
It is a GP106 400A1.
Then it's got the same core as the 6 gig one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep. However, the board layout is different. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what are the chances that we just bash the BIOS for the dual on there and it just, could it do any damage? What's the worst case scenario? It just doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's the likely scenario.
Yeah.
If you're doing that, I would stick like the Super Jetstream one on there, just because it was the best 1060 they had.
Sure, but is that going to be running higher clocks, which we just don't have the cooling for?
Maybe, but they will all be running higher clocks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Plus, it's going to thermal anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
Because floating boost.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we do that? Should we just go no guts, no glory, and just smash the Super Jetstream on there?
Yeah.
Because obviously we have the technology to just roll it back
So,
if we brick the card.
Is 0E bigger than 11?
0E bigger than 11.
Which one of these is the higher version number?
I would say 11, but yeah, I would say 11 because if we're counting in hexadecimal.
So then the newest one is actually this one for the Storm X, 3 gig, based off of that counting. Because it's 11061,
Yeah.
and this is 11048 for a 3 gig dual.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't super matter if the BIOS version is older. Well, no, I mean, surely the Super Jetstream was UEFI. I like,
yeah,
also the version that we're seeing here might not necessarily be what we've got in front of us because, well, we know that the card we have in front of us isn't on that list already.
Yeah,
So,
sorry, I was saying if we're going to grab one of these and download one of these,
Okay, yeah.
we want the biggest version number.
Got it. Yeah. Yes.
Because it's the most likely to be the newest.
Yeah. I would assume the one that's the date compiled is the same on both of them anyway. Yeah. I assume the one nearest the top of the list then in that case.
Well, it's the different models.
Okay.
Yeah, that was all. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just grab that one.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Probably doesn't super matter either way. So cool. Okay then. Okay, so procedures then. So firstly, we need a test bench set up, which we've got over there. So I'm going to grab that and plug that in a sec. We want to dump the existing BIOS off of this first.
Yeah, which GPU-Z will do.
Yep. And then Lead Farmer is saying that this GOP updater thing is a command line tool that you run that can apparently update it. So yeah, since you've got Discord open, do you just want to pull up the GitHub just so we can like learn what this is? Just because the information I'm looking for is this some kind of automated tool where we just drag and drop our BIOS file onto it, or what? Or does this require us to start doing BIOS modifications? So yeah. All right.
Read me?
Yeah, and I've posted a WinRaid page. Oh, I missed that. Could you scroll back the chat a little bit, please? Oh, he posted it there anyway. Okay. Okay, here's a tutorial for it. Okay, so does this it's simple. Dump, run the command, it makes a new file. Okay, yes. Yeah, so it is an automated updater. Cool. Okay, that's fine. That's the information that I wanted to know. Yeah, that's the one-liner I was looking for, is that it is an automated tool. This is not something where we have to sit down and learn how to take the BIOS file apart, modify it, and rebuild it kind of thing. So yeah. Remember, when you say to me, check Tech Talk Discord, I'm doing a live stream. I don't want to stop what I'm doing and start reading documentation. However, when you tell me, yes, it's a tool that you just drop the file onto, cool. That bit I can understand. Good. All right. However, I vote we try the Jetstream BIOS first, because that's going to be a newer and faster BIOS. And I'm just curious as to if that will work anyway.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, then we try and modify the one that it's got.
Yeah.
That's my inclination. So, yeah. Okay, then. Right. So, in that case, I'm going to get the test bench and we'll fire this thing up. Should we fire it up as the main graphics card or put it in as a secondary graphics card? I'm thinking secondary because we're going to be...
Yeah, might as well.
Because we're messing with it? Yeah. All right. I'm going to stick some thermal paste on this thing so we can actually power it up again.
Yes.
Ooja.
Oh really? Oh, they did actually make it possible to unlock them. Well, I don't know if they made it possible to unlock the mining cards, but they have done BIOS unlocks on them to make them into gaming cards.
Yeah.
Which is kind of expected. Because...
Yeah. I mean, it depends, because, I mean, some of the mining cards didn't even have outputs on them, did they?
No. So from memory, yeah, you would then have to effectively run it as pass-through.
Yeah.
Which you could do with your integrated graphics, for example.
Oh, okay, yeah. Was that viable, or do you get, like, really hideous frame times out of that?
I don't know specific numbers, but it was certainly a case of, yes, there was a performance hit, but
yeah,
it was
still a viable setup, though. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's also the case of, I'd imagine that now, because mining is irrelevant, they're pennies.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, there were some of them that had weird amounts of RAM on, I think. So, yeah, because of that, you could get like a 3080 with actually enough VRAM.
Savage. This is like the worst mount in the history of graphics cards.
What's that? You want a flagship graphics card to have more than 10 gigs of VRAM?
Pain, yeah.
Barbaric.
What camera are we on at the moment? Face, yeah, that's probably fine, yeah. Oop, okay, right. The desk fan over there has gotten onto a rhythm where I can just hear it going, and it's annoying me. Right.
Like I bought one.
Yeah. I'm not going to put all of the screws back in this because obviously it's coming apart again. I'm just putting in just enough just so it can support its own weight.
The monitor output being part of the low hash rate protection thing. No monitor equals you clearly using it for mining.
Huh.
So just stick a $1 dummy plug on it?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah, well, I mean, perhaps they were using that as part of the detection.
I just also remember the fact
didn't
that
need to come out. Those screws are for the VRM heatsink.
I also have a recollection of the non-unlocked BIOS randomly getting leaked, you know, within a couple of weeks of them launching. And I was like, oh, funny that. There were drivers that didn't check the hash rate that you made specifically to bypass it. Straight away? No.
The whole
Say it isn't so.
The entire situation was just a mess, and like I think to this day just kind of proved that the entire industry was only ever out just to chase profits, kind of thing. And like, sure, that's kind of a shock to no one, but you know, like there's a difference between tinfoil hat and the conspiracy being proven, kind of thing.
But it's not even that.
When
It's also
you see them doing it so brazenly, you're like, okay, that's where we're at then, huh?
I think it's
just
more
mask off.
the lying.
Yeah,
Like if they had just gone out and just said, we're supplying the miners because the miners will pay us 4 times the amount that you gamers will.
yeah, sure.
You go, wow, what a shitty move. But also, guess what? If I can sell my product for 4 times the amount I'm selling it by selling it to someone else,
Yeah.
why wouldn't I do that?
Just trying to brush the worst of the schmutz off of this thing. It needs an ultrasonic, but I don't know if I'm going to go to that much effort with it. Okay, that does actually look a lot better than it did, though.
Just try to not take the stickers off.
It will reveal. Right, okay. So, I'm going to pick up the motherboards and put them...
I'm going to put them in the ultrasonic in the method that I have detailed in my previous videos. Wha-cha!
I need to... like, the problem is I've got that clip, and the plan is to keep reusing that clip to keep the gag going. But just... I don't actually need to ultrasonic stuff that often, so... Yeah.
If it works, why do you need to replace it? Is my answer to the question of, do I need to replace it? So yes. But yes.
Right. This is going to want to turn around. Oh, thank you.
Get back in there, keyboard.
We need to have a clear out of this at some point. You kind of tucked just a lot of your spare parts into the bottom of this, and like a lot of them are a case of like, we're not even using this hardware in the shop. Like your Core 2 Ultra 7i Intel box is there, and like none of your Intel hardware is even in the shop at the moment.
It's true.
Good. Okay. Right.
I mean, I didn't put this here.
All right. I will not be taking... I'm not taking comments at this time.
Oh, yes, it's got my holiday special baggie.
Your holiday... Oh. Anyway. Right.
Because Scan loves applying stickers to absolutely everything. And they needed to apply a sticker for the promotion. So they applied a sticker to a baggie and then just put that inside the packing.
Right. So this is... What the hell is on this? This is a B450. I thought this was an AM5 rig. Okay. Well, we can probably work with this, I guess.
No. That's different, Scotty. You definitely need a new 9070 XT.
Okay, let's just power this thing up and see what the hell it actually is.
Oh my god, it's a Spud.
Hello. Spud's like, oh, they're actually doing something interesting for once. I will tune in. Oh my god.
That's not true.
Yeah, there's not... Yeah. Why can't I hold all of this RAM? DDR3? DDR3? DDR4? Okay, I think this is just a bunch of random RAM that I'm like, we should test this at some point just to find out if any of it actually works. Fine. And a wireless antenna.
Me with my 1 billion gigabyte motherboard antennas.
Other way. Is this an EPS connector? No, it is.
Surely.
Yeah, no. Oh, okay, yeah. I nope. Oh,
Is
no.
that an 8-pin?
It's an 8-pin that won't split. Okay.
Yes. Well, because I generally only have 8-pin graphics cards.
Weird flex, but okay. Right.
Last time we were doing this, we were doing stuff with 8-pin graphics cards. And I was just like, oh, yes, the 8-pin only. We have the 6-pin that splits.
Okay. Huh.
Be gone.
Ugh.
I know, it's the Jenston noises again.
You're never going to escape that. That's just baked into your brain now. You subconsciously just go whoosh, just like that every now and then.
Just like that.
Okay. There's the capture card. Right. HDMI out. HDMI in.
How do you know the UEFI is an issue with the GP and not the customer's motherboard?
I don't, actually. So we're about to find out. Because if we have the same issue here, then we'll know. Right, where's a widget? Oh, I've cleared my desks, so all of my widgets are nowhere to be seen. Are we going to have to do it the old-fashioned way? Giving up in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're doing it the old-fashioned way. Okay. Right, is this thing ready to start? We've got RAM, CPU, graphics card, keyboard and mouse, power supplies on. All right, explode. There's a fixed tool from NVIDIA, not Palette.
For updating the DisplayPort firmware.
Oh, I see, yeah. Right, so I guess we'll just let this thing try and start first and see what we get.
Is the monitor on?
Not yet.
Sorry, I meant...
Oh, it's powered on,
connected,
yeah.
powered,
It's
plugged
connected
in.
and powered on, yeah. I don't even know if this platform works at the moment. I don't see why it wouldn't, because we have it set up, but... America the Free, thank you for the $20 dues. And by dollary dues, I mean Yankee dues.
Yankee Doodles.
Yeah. Thanks for the $20, man. First drink on me, guys. Selling computers nowadays is nearly impossible if you want to make money. I'm going to find another hobby. Yeah, real. Yeah. It's not impossible, but it's not fun. Because you just kind of got to sell people on something and be like, that's as good as it's going to get, chief. Sorry, you know. Right. This is giving us diddly and squat at the moment. And I don't even know... I don't even know if this platform works. I'm going to grab my other 1060 just so we can put a known good graphics card in it and make sure this board is set up properly. And make sure this board actually works because I've got no idea what CPU is in that motherboard. Can I take my 1060? Oh, okay, you're...
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. It's the display ID, not... Yeah.
Let's grab... My 1060 is busy at the moment, so I'm going to requisition a 3060 from the display PC.
Very well.
Oh no, which is behind about 4 different screws. Ooh.
Yes.
Eagle. Okay, right. So option 1 is this thing has not posted. Option 2 is that it has posted and stalled on post, but it is on a UEFI boot, and therefore this graphics card is not giving an output because it doesn't have a UEFI BIOS on it, which is part of the problem. So let's swap this out to a known good graphics card so we can ascertain what state the platform is in.
Oh, is this the one for the 1060? Yes, yes. This is what I was looking for. The graphics firmware update.
Yes, because you mentioned that earlier on.
Yeah. Because we need to run this anyway.
Okay, yeah. However, that's going to be a thing that we do if we manage to get the BIOS updated, though, right?
Well, because this fixes the bug with UEFI not displaying an image, because the 10 series should be UEFI compatible anyway, out the box.
Okay, so that might be the problem that we have here, and it's not that it doesn't have a UEFI BIOS. But then why does it work if you're on CSM boot?
Because it's a bug with UEFI boot.
Oh, I see, specifically. Okay, yeah, I understand. Okay, yeah. So we might not even have to do a BIOS update. We've just got to do the firmware update. Yeah, okay. Well, so in that case, we might want to start there and progressively go to more extreme fixes as we go then. Okay, yeah, cool. Let's do that. All right, powering this up. So we're powering this up with a known good graphics card now. So we can just figure out if this system works and also what the hell is in it.
Yes.
I'm going to have to move my mic because it keeps dragging my glasses down. I've got to get new glasses, man. I've never really gotten on with these, and they're starting to annoy me. They just don't sit very well on my head because they're supposed to grip the side of your head, but if they have enough gripping force, then they hurt because they're gripping my temples. And if they're not hurting, then they're slipping all the time. So yeah, don't get glasses that have like these straight edges on, man. They might look cooler, but they're just bad. Could you mute me while I...
Yeah, I went to mute you to sort that out, and then you started talking. I was like, oh, I'll unmute you.
All right, that'll do.
Well
Right.
then.
I am going to turn the capture card off and on. I'm going to unplug and plug it in.
Yeah. Is the monitor definitely plugged in?
Yeah, yes. The power light on it is flashing. Yeah, the HDMI is plugged in.
Okay.
Whoops.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely still RAM in it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what we were doing with this thing the last time we were looking at it. Like, it might have because like I've got a bunch of just knackered AM4C. Does it even have a CPU in it? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I wondered if we just put the cooler on just to keep the cooler in place, which would have been really funny.
Why is this machine not moving? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, fine. I'm going to BIOS reset this, and if it doesn't boot, then I'm going to assume... Like, I know I've got just a bunch of crap AM4 CPUs lying around because I've been trying to get rid of all of my AM4 stuff. So maybe this has just a crap CPU in. And the last time we were testing, we plumbed this all up, tested it, it didn't work. And we were like, okay, that's knackered. Well, that's the end of that. Thanks for coming, folks. And I just put it to one side as is.
Maybe.
So we might just, yeah. I have another CPU I can put in this, though. So we have options. Also, though, on the interest that we don't need a test bench for this, I might just get the other computer over there, and we just do this with a known good PC.
Going back to your glasses for a moment.
Yeah.
Have you been into an optician's and asked them to fit it to your face?
Admittedly, no.
I would ask them to fit them to your face and tell them that they keep falling off.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of
they're also
shaping, heating, bending, moving that they can do. And there are tools and equipment for this.
They're also just worn, you know, like the grip bit is cracked off there and just stuff like that, and just, yeah.
If you do replace them with the cheapest of glasses.
I might do that just because these were kind of expensive,
Yeah.
and that's one of the reasons why I'm annoyed with them. Like, when something cheap isn't very good or doesn't last very long, you kind of don't care because it was cheap. But when you paid like quite a lot for glasses and they just have never been very good, you feel kind of robbed. It's also why I partly don't want to go and get them fitted, because it requires me to go in there and be like, these are kind of shit, kind of thing. And like, obviously I'm kind of entitled to do that, but no one likes doing that, you know?
Yeah. But yeah,
I can't help but notice that this isn't working.
indeed.
I'm just going to get a different PC because I'm not here to diagnose this right now. So yeah.
Take your graphics card.
While there would be some interest in figuring out what the hell is going on with this test bench, that is something that we can do another time when we don't have other topics that we were supposed to be doing.
Indeed.
Take that off from the other side. Oh, could you unplug the keyboard and mouse? Thank you. I'm going to take this bench and put it over here.
On this other bench.
Sorry, camera.
Yes. What's the typical price for glasses? Well, depends. If you're sensible, about £10.
I mean, that's like rock bottom, but
Well, yeah, these were 40.
yeah. That sounds more plausible to me.
But like,
yeah, £10 if they've got no lenses in them, you know.
yeah,
So,
but those were 40.
yeah. Like I paid like 200 for these
Yeah.
because I went to an independent place, and yeah. Like if you go to like Specsavers, I would expect to pay like between £70 and £100 for quote unquote designer glasses. That's what I'm expecting to pay. I paid like 200, 240 or something like that for these, because when I got hit with the bill, I was like, oh, wish I'd known it was going to be that you know, because like I think the frames were like £100 or something, and I assumed that this was Specsavers rules where the lenses are free. You're buying the frames and they include the lenses as part of the cost of that, etc. But so I was just like, oh, £120, those look quite nice. And then they're like, right, so that's £120, and then the lenses are like £105 or something. I'm like, what? Come again? You know, I'm like, oh, okay. Guess I'm paying that now because we're here, you know. So yeah. However, also just I have my prescription, so yes, I will just buy in the future. I bought some prescription sunglasses for my holiday, and I bought those online and paid. I think I ended up paying like £50 or £60 or something like that. Unfortunately, I've got a horrible feeling that they're not going to be here in time. Right. Yeah, I'm going to put the known good graphics card in. Let's just make sure that something works and make sure that the capture setup works. Because we have not achieved anything at all for the past 20 minutes.
Get in there.
Power. Power. Ah, good. Every now and then you get those motherboards where you push the power button and it doesn't respond for like 1.5 seconds, just long enough for you to be like, hello? You know. And then you push the power and it powers on just as you push the power button again, and then it turns off and you're like, no, no, no. Ah. This is giving a postcode. My God, are all of my computers broken? Okay, no, I think it's doing something. The postcode LEDs have gone out.
Yeah. Hello.
All right, we just had a boot LED, so we should get a picture from something now. Nope, the monitor didn't just wake up. I'm going to plug a HDMI directly into a... Oh, we got something? Oh, yep, okay.
There we go.
Oh, is this on the wrong input or something like that? Gosh dang it. Well, we didn't have anything previously anyway, so yeah, that hasn't been trolling me, but let's go to HDMI. Hello? Check cable connection. unplug HDMI, plug in.
Is the correct HDMI actually plugged into the capture card?
No. Next question. I plugged the microscope in.
Ah, I see.
Oh, my gaze.
Well, now... Oh, my gaze?
I misspoke then. I got stuck between gosh and days and just said, oh, my gaze.
All of them.
Yep, my vast collection. All right, the computer boots.
There you go.
Look at that, everyone. We made a computer work with this outstanding stream. Right, so I'm going to plug this graphics card in. Now, this motherboard is going to be in UEFI boot, so what I think is going to happen is we're going to see no post screen, and then after a minute or so, just the Windows desktop will appear. That's the behavior I'm expecting.
Okay.
Just turn that off. There we go.
Caradog's weekend spot in Monaco is the background. Just sticking through the case.
I don't know why I made that noise.
Just slowly deflating Graham. Oh.
Minor spelling error.
What is my life?
Power. Power. I did it again.
What is this?
This is a 7500F.
Ah, okay.
Okay, I just saw a boot LED. Right. I don't trust this capture card as far as I can throw it, but we should get output to the monitor at least. Plug in the 1060 as a secondary. Yeah, there you go, straight to desktop. We don't have another PCI Express 16 slot on this motherboard, so that's going to be a bit more awkward.
Where is the Republic of Graham?
Like the little flash drive.
The flash drive.
Yeah. Let me quickly check.
So I was going to copy the tool across and just run the tool.
Yes, let's do that.
May I have some sort of portable media, which isn't the microphone.
Oh, there it is. Republic of Graham. All right. Hello, Si. Gaming PC should have an Athlon 3000G and a GT 730. Projecting, are we today?
Download. Tool.
Okay, right. So,
Copy the tool.
Caradog is copying this firmware updated
Not
tool.
to the microphone.
Caradog is copying this firmware updated tool to a flash drive, which we will now transfer over to this PC. It's going to be kind of interesting if this solves it. So yeah, like if this fixes it, then we'll do a little bit more of an explanation on what exactly is going on here, just to explain what has happened and why and if it works, why it worked. But yeah, yes.
I am.
I'm vaguely aware of what we're actually doing right now. But if this works, I want to read through that download page so we can actually like say, okay, this is the state it was in, this is why it wasn't working, this is what has been fixed, and this is why it is now working. Okay.
It was only because it had information on it.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, NVIDIA DisplayPort firmware updater. This tool will detect whether a GPU firmware update is needed to support the latest features of DisplayPort 1.3, 1.4. If a firmware update is needed, you will be given the option to apply the update. Okay, then. All right. Don't turn off your PC. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. Okay. So this is going to determine if it's even going to do the firmware update.
Yes.
The display is flickering. Yeah. So bearing in mind, we're not even using DisplayPort, but it's a bug in the old firmware. Okay, you already have updated firmware.
Interesting.
Okay. Right. All right then. So yeah, so at that point we can assume that this does not solve the problem then.
Yeah, because it already has the firmware.
Yeah. Just for the road, can you just do a start restart for me? And I just want to confirm that we don't see the post screen. I just want to confirm that we definitely have exactly the same behavior right now.
Yeah.
Right. And just spam delete to go into BIOS. Because the annoying thing is one of the things I hate about a lot of monitors is they take so long to detect a signal that sometimes you're never sure if post just blipped by before the monitor woke up. Especially when you've got a bit of a ropey capture setup like we have here. Okay, right. That should have given us something by now. So at this point, we can assume that we're on the BIOS screen and we've got no display output. So if you do Control Delete, yep, it got that because the post LEDs came on. And now we wait, and it's going to go directly to Windows.
Hello, Paige.
Ahoy. And any second now, it will go bing, desktop. There you go. Right on cue. Okay. So this is the behavior that we're trying to fix, just for anyone who's unsure. We're not seeing the post screen. Now, if we drop the computer into CSM mode, it'll work. So yeah. All right. So let's grab GPU Z and dump the BIOS from the graphics card then. Let's start there. I'll stick a wireless adapter in this because I have one here. Touches your thigh.
Oh. Somebody.
Did you confirm the VBIOS version? Yeah.
Well, no, because we don't have GPU Z. And
No,
sorry. GPU Z.
Yes, GPU might have been tinkered for Mac, and I was about to be like, what? No, but then I'm just like, this is a really dodgy Facebook Marketplace PC, but also like, I can't see a world where this GPU has ever been in a Mac. I understand what you're saying, but I can't see a reason for that to have been the case. What do you? Oh, okay. I put a wireless card in here, so we can just do it on this. But okay.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
YouTube sent you to the beginning of the stream instead of the live feed. Oh, whack. Well, hello again, Paige. We still on capture? I'm just going to check. Yes.
Huh? No.
Okay. GeForce GTX 1060. And also, like, it is a 6 gig, yeah, memory size 6 gigabytes. So yes, it is what it says it is. Like, I feel like that was another thing that we needed to just confirm that it was actually what was written on the card. Okay, cool. Also, how's that? I'm just going to take a picture of that just so we've got a reference. Cool. All right, so let's dump the BIOS then. Which?
Do you have to?
It's to the left. Oh yeah, VGA BIOS UEFI support.
Odd. So far.
You support your? Yep, sure, okay. Is there a way? Like, does anyone have any like? Does anyone have thoughts on this? Because that's saying UEFI support, but like, these symptoms to me say that it's not a UEFI graphics card.
Wait, it doesn't have physics? Huh.
Driver not installed, maybe?
Oh.
Like, I probably don't actually have the NVIDIA display drivers installed on this. This is probably just a Windows driver.
Yeah.
So yeah, the physics software probably isn't installed. Although you'd imagine
Ray
it would...
tracing? Excuse me?
Maybe those are supposed to be the other way around? Yeah, let's just smash a different BIOS on this and see what happens.
Excuse me?
I don't know what's going on anymore. Let's just smash a different BIOS onto this graphics card and see what it does. So I don't actually know how to do this. You need to use a command line tool for this, right?
Oh, I didn't put that in there. I don't actually recall.
Yeah, what's because yeah, we need to get.
Did I not? Oh, I didn't copy it on there. That's why I couldn't find it on there.
Yeah, we've already done the backup lead farmer. So yeah, now we need to get a now we need to update the BIOS. So it's an NVIDIA command line tool if my memory serves me.
Go away. Go away.
I'm going to open a full screen projector so you can actually see what you're doing.
Why am I not allowed to click this?
I think you have. So just click confirm and oh. Yeah, it worked. It's fine. This is fine.
Actually continue to browsing?
Yep, okay.
Come on, Microsoft.
Yep. NV Flash, that's the one, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I've seen before. Yeah, this is one of those things where like I vaguely know what the process is for this. I've just never actually done it. Use the public one. And then I'll put this under the counter. I don't know if I did it right. I say this is the point where I'm just like, did I do that right? No. Now everyone will know the public Wi-Fi password. Let's see. Sleepwalker says, is there a way to update Windows 11 security certificates without Windows Update getting involved? As Windows Update won't do it. Machine is not Windows 11 ready. What security certificates are you trying to update? Because
the BIOS one.
Yeah. I mean,
the secure boot one, even.
Oh, I see. So is Windows 11 not automatic? Are you already updating Windows there? Do you already have Windows 11 on this machine? Because like it should update anyway, was my understanding.
But they said it won't do it because it's not Windows 11 compatible hardware.
Yeah. Yeah, not sure. I have not encountered this problem. I might get a different Wi-Fi adapter because I was using this one earlier on and it seems to be a bit crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know why. Losing interest in 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Yep. Okay. We really.
Oh, you had fiber now.
Yeah, I really need to get an Ethernet cable to this.
Oh, there we go.
Bench. Yeah, I'm grabbing another one anyway. Have I unsealed either of these? No, Sag. Okay.
There you go. I did it.
Cool. Okay, I've got this on hand, so if it does a wobbly.
NV Flash. Yes.
Cool. Do you want to move that to the right hand? All right, how's that? What side is our face on again? I forget. Yeah, there we go. Just making sure making sure that we're not cutting off the important bit of information. Actually, I'll leave that up because then we know if we're cutting off the important bit of information. Good. Okay. So, wow. Okay. Right. So this is we have. Okay. Right. How on a sec. So Control C out of this. Oh, okay. Then Q then. Right. Run that again, because the first bit showed us the command line arguments that we need to run. Right, so it's going to be nvflash, options, and file name. So are there any options that we're going to need to do you think? Okay, so now do enter to continue. Let's just see what the options come up with. Okay, there was a bit more there. Yep, okay. Enter. Right. List lighter. Oh, okay, hold on. Compares. I think we're just going to be doing a default here. I think we're just going to do nvflash in the file name. Yeah, let's just try that and see what happens. So yeah, Q. Right, bring up a command line.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep. And then you'll need to do right-click run as admin.
Oops.
That's the wrong mouse.
That's the wrong mouse.
I'm going to take that away from you. Caradog having a minor meltdown. Okay.
I was very confused because it popped up saying blocks certain applications,
Right.
and then the command prompt went to the background, and I was like, "Are you telling me that command line is blocked?" I was trying to understand the context.
I don't know. Oh, right. CD to wherever you put the BIOS file.
Can you just CD document downloads? Can you?
No, because you're in System 32.
I thought downloads was a shortcutted location.
I don't know, actually. Failing that, you could just copy the address from the File Explorer.
I'm about to just go. Is that the one where you can then
Copy path, yeah. Control-Shift-C, yeah. All right.
Wait.
Yeah, then just take off nvflash64.exe on the end. Don't forget the double quotes, though.
Huh?
All right. Okay, that's fine. Yep, we're good. Right, chat, if you're in pain, I am as well. Okay, right, nvflash, and then what's the file name for the BIOS image?
I don't know. I haven't got a BIOS image.
Okay, we need to get the BIOS image.
Yes, I was about to go do that.
Okay, go do that.
We skipped a step.
Yes. I'm going to give you the projector again so you can see the top left of the screen.
Palette 1060 BIOS.
Yeah, also, a side note, HeinDBB says it would have been CD % downloads %. Yeah, that sounds believable to me.
I knew that was one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Which one is this? Oh, that's the dual. Oh, that'll do. That's fine. Any of them.
Cool.
Right.
All right. So you should be able, if you do capital PA, yeah, there you go, and you can tab that. Yeah. All right. Let's try that.
Was that literally it?
Yeah. Let's try it. We're running 32-bit application and 64-bit Windows.
Oh,
nvflash 64.
Yeah. 64.
Ugh, scary. Okay,
Update
do you want to move that
display.
to the lower right of the screen again? Can you get vanilla BIOS? No, we can't find a BIOS for this card, so we're using a BIOS for what is probably a similar card. Update display adapter firmware. Y to confirm. Sure. Oh, also we had a warning saying that Windows memory integrity is enabled and might mess things up. However, if we manage to brick the card, then we'll just recover it with a programmer. So yeah, we have safety nets here. Right, that did that extremely quickly, which is kind of weird, but okay. How big was the file, just out of interest? Because Firephone asked, and I'm also curious.
The one that we backed up is that big.
Thanks. 256 kilobytes, apparently.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then the one we downloaded was 245.
Fair enough. Yeah, that explains why it was so quick. Our VBIOS is just really small. Okay, fair.
Apparently.
Okay, right, we're restarting. This is the time where we find out if we bricked the card, because the BIOS is not read until reboot. So, yeah. I'm waiting for postcode LEDs to come on. We have a boot LED. Right, we haven't got a VGA light, so I believe the card is going to work, and we're going to pop up on desktop in a minute. However, not seeing a post screen. So even if we haven't bricked it, I don't think this has actually solved the problem. Yeah. All right, so let's bring up GPU Z again, and let's see if that actually did something. So our previous BIOS version was 86066300D5, and now we're on a different version. So the BIOS update was successful. We have changed the BIOS version. All of the other stats look to be the same. Yeah. So yeah, BIOS update was successful, but that doesn't seem to have done anything. All right. What next then? Must be circuit or motherboard BIOS. I posted original from Tech Power Up in Tech Talk. Tech Power Up doesn't have the original because we looked and it's not there. Did you find the Storm X 6 gig version? Because we couldn't find that one. So is that what you actually found? Okay. Let's see. Do you know the BIOS key? Yeah, I mean, it's delete, but the thing is, it's not outputting a picture. So I found it, yes. Okay. All right. Do you want to check Discord then? Because Lead Farmer reckons. Oh, yeah. Lead Farmer reckons he found the BIOS that wasn't listed. GTX 6 gig. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, that's the dual. Yeah, no, that's the dual. That's not the Storm X. That's what we've got. That's literally what we're working with. So yeah. Yeah, that is not the original BIOS. That is for a different graphics card. So, which is what we were already doing. Okay. So, next question then.
Wow. Because the product code and stuff says...
Oh, that now says Storm X. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yep. Fair play.
Yeah. So like the ID codes and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, should we try that anyway? Hang on a sec. What that says it's what version is that? Can you scroll up a bit so I can see what version it is? 86066300. Let me just check if that's the same as what we had. 066300D5. Yeah, that's what we were already running. Which is strange considering this says the BIOS. Oh, well, 2017 would have been the release when it came out anyway. So yeah, never mind. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's the BIOS we already had. So that doesn't help us. That is correct. That is the original BIOS, but also that's the one that we already had that doesn't work. So yeah. Okay, so what do now then? So do we believe GPU-Z when it says that we already have a UEFI BIOS and this is something different and I've just misdiagnosed it?
Yeah.
Or do we just try another different BIOS and just see what happens? I mean, it was very quick to just try another BIOS. So yeah, we could just, try another one.
Oh no, it has to be that one. Damn it!
Yeah. So I think you're looking.
Right, I'm just going to delete those two.
Yes. Right. So the only one we've got on the list now is the original BIOS. So
No,
I mean,
the original BIOS is that one.
sorry, I'll rephrase that. How that GP106.ROM is the dump.
Yes.
The one at the top of the list is the original release BIOS for this graphics card. It should be identical to the dump because the version numbers match.
How?
Because on that website, the version number was exactly what was on my screenshot that I took.
Right, but I just downloaded the Super Jetstream BIOS.
Oh, I didn't see you do that. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Sorry.
That's why I was so confused.
I did not see you go to the Super Jetstream page and click download. I saw you on...
Because this is the different computer. This browser is in this computer. That is the projector of this computer.
Oh, okay. You've got it up on both. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I was so confused. I was just like, I don't understand.
That's fine. Do the thing, but tell me what you're doing, because when I guess, I get it wrong. But if you explain what you're doing as you do it, I don't have to figure out what you're doing.
No, that's fine. What I was just going to say was either way, as we can flash seemingly across the BIOSes, we should put the quote-unquote best one on there anyway. Yeah. And I'm going to grab... I was just about to say, I'm going to grab that one.
You have a habit of working silently, so I have to try and say what I think you're doing, and now and then I'm just completely wrong about what you're doing.
I was waiting for you to finish saying what you were saying, and then I was going to say, I'm just going to stick the other one on there.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on. Can you open command line from here?
No, but also you can just right-click on the start menu and click admin prompt.
Yeah, no, I know there was a way of opening it in a path.
Yeah, just right-click on start. You don't even have to search. Just, Terminal admin. Yep. Cool. All right. Okay, so we're going to put the Super Jetstream BIOS on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't think this is going to work, but let's see if anything happens. So, yes.
Use it. Oh, I want to see the...
Yeah, also Pianov said, compare the dump with the one online to make sure it's the same and not possibly corrupt. Yeah.
MV flash 64. Wrong mouse.
You need to get rid of that space as well. Yeah. If this doesn't work, I am inclined to download the original one.
Oh, hold on. Because this is PowerShell.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Is it /? Yeah.
I think so.
/.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, if this doesn't work, my inclination is to flash the original BIOS that Lead Farmer pulled up, and we put that on there, because if that then fixes it, then we know that the original BIOS was corrupted somehow. We haven't gotten to the B450 motherboard because we got distracted by a graphics card. Also, we could still use GOP Updater to inject a newer UEFI GOP firmware into the dump. That might be a good solution. I mean, yeah, while we're here, like actual diagnostic eyes here, Pianov and Lead Farmer, do you agree that this is a UEFI problem? Do you agree with my assessment that this is a UEFI problem with the graphics card? Because as I say, if we put the motherboard into CSM mode, we'll be able to see it'll work. We'll get post. So that's why I believe it's a UEFI firmware issue. But I want to make sure I'm trying to figure out why. If we're barking up the wrong tree. Yeah, 100% says CMCB. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay, that didn't seem to do it. That didn't seem to do anything because we still don't have it. So yeah, okay. Well, should we go for this? Should we go for this GOP updater then?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we've got a dump file. So yeah, let's pull up the. If you bring up a browser.
Hold on. I'm just going to copy that onto this USB drive.
Are you going to do it on that PC? Yeah. Okay.
I'm just going to copy that onto there. And I'm going to remove this drive.
Eh.
And now, no matter what happens, I definitely can't fuck that file up.
Yes. Yep.
Right, what are we getting from where? We
Okay.
are getting...
Right, so if you search for GOP updater, or you can just...
We want, oh, yeah. Yeah, cool, okay.
Yeah, this is across multiple motherboards, this problem.
I was going to say, yeah, it's at least 2.
Yes, at least 2, yeah.
Right, so...
All right, so firstly, oh, no releases. Okay, how do we... I guess we just download the whole thing. If you click on the code button, do we get a download from that drop down? Download a zip, I guess. Yeah, there's exes there, so yeah, I think that is they haven't put a release there, but okay. Right, so let's see what we've got in there. Do we have?
Like
we've got a change log. There's a README MD. If you just open that in text edit. Yeah, notepad, that'll do. Right, is this going to give us enough information, or do we need to look at that reference? Just open file or whatever. Yeah. Wow, thanks. Awesome. Excellent README.
What?
Yeah, okay. Right, so okay then. Right. Is there a simple version of running this, or do we need to go to that walkthrough that was listed? I'm going to preemptively start opening this on my phone. No, I don't want to try out Fresh Styles Discord.
Fresh?
Fresh with a PH. Let's see. Okay. Right. Skipping through the stuff. Explanation of the faults and such. Right. For a smooth experience, please unpack the archive to a folder outside of your regular download folder.
Sure.
Not sure why, but just that's what it says. Place your VBIOS in this folder.
Right. Oh, I'm just going to use the documents folder.
Yeah. And also, can you rename this folder to just GOP? It says like avoid special characters and stuff. I can't see a world where an underscore is a special character, but let's just change it to FNF2. But let's just change it to just GOP, just so there's no questions. GOP. Okay, cool. All right. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so... Right, get the dump from your current card.
Yeah.
Check for an updated VBIOS. We're assuming we can't find that.
Yeah.
Right. Drop the VBIOS file onto gopupd.bat.
Onto... Oh. Go away.
Yeah. So just...
Right. I'm going to do it to this one. And then put that onto gopupd.bat.
Yeah, that's the one below change.
That one.
Yep. Okay. Click on OK to that. Then bottom right and open the security center. And then go to app and browser control.
App and browser control.
Smart app control off. Be gone. Cool. Then try it again.
That one.
All right. Run. Okay, that looks pretty good. Do you want to update it? Sure.
Sure thing.
Yes. EFI is not last image. Okay, hold on. Fixing ID. Okay. Was updated with stuff. Okay. Right.
Done?
It did a thing. Do you just want to move that to the lower right because our face is going to be covering half of it?
Oh, yeah.
Right. That looks like it did a thing. So, okay, right. I'm going to quickly look through that. Right. 2 limitations, blah, blah, AMD, blah, blah, etc., etc. Do not use the files from ROM info folder for your no, that's fine. Okay. Okay, this is a lot of information. Yeah, okay, that seems to be okay. That seems to be the gist of it. Everything else is just background information. So yeah, I guess. Yeah, that.
Drop old and new file into NVIDIA info.bat.
Is there an NVIDIA info.bat there?
NVIDIA ROM
Oh
info.
yeah, NVIDIA ROM info. Yeah, okay. Yes, okay, cool. Yep. So let's do that, and this should give us a. Yeah. So we've got our original one. This is the original. And then also now it has spat out an updated GOP ROM file, which is our updated one. So we should find that one of these is not like the other. Okay. Right. However, UEFI version 313. And the other one is 302. So yes, it has updated the UEFI version. So yeah. Okay, it's updated a thing. And everything else looks to be the same to me. So yeah, I vote we flash that and send it.
Yeah.
You should show video. Oh my God, are we not on video capture? Why didn't someone say? I can't believe it. I should have closed the projector for this exact reason. You should have said, folks. You should have said. God damn it.
Oops.
Let's just do it all again.
Right.
Yep, just do it all again. Yep. Okay, close it. So you can delete the So delete the updated.gop file, and we'll just make another one.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry, folks. We had the preview up on screen, so we could see things. But yes, I can't believe no one said we can't see what you're doing. So sorry, folks. If we do that, tell us. All right. Okay. So here we are. So we've downloaded the thing. We've unpacked it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to drag our BIOS image to update onto gopupdate.bat like this, and we run it. And it says, do you want to update the thing? So we say yes. Motorbike. All right, cool. Press any key to exit. Okay, right.
And then it created this updated ROM file.
Yep, so now it's spat out an updated ROM file. So now we drag both of these onto NVIDIA ROM info.
Which I'm going to tile left.
Yep.
And then
put the updated one will be on the right.
And I'm going to tile that right.
Okay. And so now on the left, it says the UEFI version is 30002, and the updated one, the BIOS UEFI version, is 30013. So it has updated a thing in this file. So now we flash the updated one onto the graphics card and see if that has changed anything. All right.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks for bearing with us, folks.
Be gone, be gone, be gone. Get rid of all of you.
Man, it is a double-edged sword to be doing stuff you haven't done live on stream, because like...
Oh, wait, hold on. I need that.
We're doing stuff and we're making progress, but also part of me is just like, okay, flying by the seat of my pants here.
Copy that. Copy that. Paste that. Right. Yes.
We should see.
I was looking for open in terminal.
Oh,
I knew
yeah.
that option existed, but I was like, where are you? But it's alt right click for some reason.
Fair enough. All right. We should see what code it injected. We could have a look at that in a minute. We're just going to flash this first and see if it's worked. And then if it works, then we could possibly do a comparison and
dot backslash nv
although
flash
honestly, I think, to be
64
honest, if
space
you're interested and you care,
P.
then I would suggest looking at the level 1 text article that I was just very briefly skimming through, because that has all of the technical details on what is happening here.
Flash, flash, flash.
Bam.
That is done. I guess it's done.
Yeah, all right, let's reboot it and see if we get a post screen.
Restart.
And no, it is not an Asus card.
No.
It is a palette.
Yeah. And then the other graphics card was a Gigabyte Eagle.
Yeah, so there are no Asus graphics cards on the bench right now.
No.
Okay, memory tray, RAM. Boot. I think it's a no. Nope. Unfortunate.
Do you have a DVI to HDMI adapter in easy reach?
Yeah.
Just because,
Interesting
as
thought.
someone was saying,
Yeah.
HDMI is not a native output of the graphics card. There will be a DisplayPort to HDMI converter chip in the card to give you your HDMI port.
That's whack, but sure, okay, yeah.
DVI, or if we can actually just do DisplayPort into the monitor.
Yeah, we can just DisplayPort, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got both, so I can do either.
Yeah, if you've got DisplayPort, then you'll DisplayPort.
Okay.
Because DisplayPort is the native out of the monitor, or should be at least.
Yeah.
Whoop. And here's one I prepared earlier.
Okay.
So we'll lose capture.
Yeah.
But
Ugh.
the PC somehow falls off the back of the table.
All right, we now have a DisplayPort image on the monitor, and if we're a bit clever, we can use the bench cam just to screen spy.
Oh, it's done its dual displays.
Oh no. Okay. Well, yeah, but yeah, you can do start restart.
Oh yeah, but it was just about that's suddenly just like, oh, it's done its dual displays.
Yeah. I'm going to position the bench cam just so we can spy. But yeah, do you want to reboot it?
Yeah, I was just waiting until you're in position, just for a moment of glory, or not. Closely, yeah.
There we go.
I'm intrigued by the fact that there's still a mouse pointer.
Yes. Right, so let's see what this does. Oh, okay, yeah. Look, there we go. There's a Windows loading screen. Okay, so when we get to Windows, restart and delete into BIOS. I can't believe it. I think all of this was a waste of time and it was just a wacky HDMI glitch. And this is solvable by just saying to the customer, yeah, don't use the HDMI port.
Yeah.
Well, think of all the friends we made along the way.
Interesting. Hey, they've now got an upgraded 1060. It's now got higher clocks.
Yeah. Okay. Firstly, let's confirm this. So do start, restart, and go into BIOS, because just because like going into the BIOS screen was 100% a thing that could not be done before. So if we can get to BIOS setup, we 100% know that's it. Don't use HDMI. Yeah, if he says I've got a HDMI monitor, I will give him a DisplayPort to... Well, actually, next we'll try a DVI to HDMI adapter on the DVI output. Because, yeah, I can just give him one of those.
But also, the fact that HDMI VGA only monitors exist pains me.
Yeah.
I can understand having an HDMI only.
There we go. Yeah. All right.
TV.
Okay, right. So I'm going to grab a DVI adapter.
Yeah.
Which I have got right here because I bought some new ones.
Really?
Yeah, I still sell these now and then.
Oh my god.
Yeah, every now and then. Yeah, occasionally people have just got old monitors that are just still DVI, and I sell them like an Optiplex or something. And they're like, oh, my monitor doesn't have HDMI. And I'm like, okay, here's a DVI to HDMI adapter. Oh my god. Tearing the box apart like an animal. Okay, right, so I will turn it off. And I will unplug the display port and I will plug in HDMI into the DVI port. As Pianov said, updating GOP was still a good idea. As it could have fixed it. Alas, it didn't. Yeah. Right. I turned it on. Do you want to take us to capture?
So is this still plugged in?
We're on HDMI, yeah. Yeah.
Where's the mouse? No, I can't.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, there you go. There's a boot screen.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's a bug. It's either a bug or so the internal DVI to HDMI adapter is either broken or bugged in UEFI mode. That's actually what was going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's extremely strange.
Now it works.
But yeah. Yeah.
Plug it straight into the HDMI.
Yeah, okay.
If it now works, I'm going to scream.
I almost don't want to know the answer to this just in case it works. Okay, we're resetting. Is the motherboard BIOS updated? Yeah, but this isn't a motherboard fault. It's nothing to do with the motherboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the same issue. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Well, that's...
Oh my god. Someone in the Discord posted recently that they weren't getting post. They weren't able to get the post screens to come up on their monitor.
Yeah.
I wonder if their monitor was plugged in via HDMI.
I didn't see that. Otherwise, I would have said it was a UEFI issue.
Yeah. They had like a 9070 or something.
Yeah. There you go then.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's from the same correct period to have these kinds of problems.
RX 9070, as in the
yes.
AMD 2026 graphics card.
Yeah, okay,
yes,
yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Whack. Okay, well, this is one of those cases where that has turned out to be a stupidly simple problem that just no one thought to check. However, we have learned a lot in the process of finding that because A, we've looked at BIOS flashing and GOP updating, which is kind of interesting, you know. And also B, we've learned that the 1060 actually has an internal DVI to HDMI adapter, which can have problems.
Oh yeah, all graphics cards have one. HDMI is not native to GPU silicon.
Oh, I see, just full stop. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The way that HDMI works doesn't work at a hardware level on GPU silicon. There is always a converter chip.
Okay.
The graphics card's output generally up to 4 channels of display port, and they then get converted into other things.
Directed around.
So technically the DVI is still going through a converter. It's just a different one.
Whack. Okay, right. Well, this is mystery solved in that case. So, yeah. So we haven't fixed it, but we have found a reliable workaround because the DisplayPort outputs work and the DVI output works. And because the DVI both of those can be adapted directly to HDMI. So if the customer wants to use HDMI, they still can. So yeah, we have a solution here now. Cool. Right, let's shut this down. Shut that down. I'm going to slap the 3060 back into this, and we can get this off the desk, and we can have a look at that motherboard.
I'm going to slap this.
Yeah. I'm glad that we ended up looking. I'm always glad that we ended up looking at this on stream because I don't think I'd have found the solution to this off stream. I think I would have tried the BIOS update and been like, that didn't work. I think I'm out of ideas, and just been like, it's a grotty old 1060, mate. Do you want to? And I might have just sold him my EVGA 1060 because while I like that 1060, it's also getting to the point where I'm just like, is this still a useful card? It's useful in the sense that I'm not going to sell it, but I am kind of thinking at any given time I'm going to have a 3060 kicking around the shop. So
certainly the small 3060s.
Yeah, like,
oh god, who was it who made that? It was one of the Asus 3060s that was genuinely taller than the slot and was 3.5 fans long. And I was just like, it's a 3060.
Oh yeah, are you talking about? I think I've got it.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
That thing. If you were saying, oh yes, this is my Tester 3060, I'll just be like, no.
I mean, in fairness, the Eagle isn't that small. You know, but still, the fact that this is a 3060 should be illegal, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, the transit damaged 3060. Yeah. One day I'll give this to someone who can be bothered to swap the memory chips on it.
It's a proper full fat 3060 12 gig, yeah?
You can just double check. Yeah, it's a 12 gig, yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. We should probably give this to Dave Bob.
Yes, I was about to say, because then it's worth giving it to Dave.
Yeah.
Bob. If it was the 6 gig, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Just put it in an e-waste bag and pray to never see it again.
Throw it at someone on the street. Heads up.
Bodily harm incoming. Hello, Andy.
Super Andy. Hello, Andy. How you doing? Happy birthday, by the way. It's Andy's birthday tomorrow. Everyone say happy birthday, Andy. Like with the kind of like lack of enthusiasm that a school classroom would give when they good morning, Mr. Johnson, whatever the teacher's name is. So be like, happy birthday, Andy. This is what happens if you come here.
You get weirdly negged.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You get weirdly negged.
I am a professional streamer.
Yeah. They actually cost more than the 3060 Ti. Yeah, absolutely. They've actually got enough VRAM.
Oh, 3086. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
The 3060 12 gig costs more than a 3060 Ti.
Yes.
Yes, because the 3060 12 gig actually has approaching enough VRAM.
Yeah, the 3060 12 gig is a completely viable graphics card. Like, it is the minimum viable graphics card, in my opinion, that you should buy these days, which is not to say that if you've got anything lower than that, you should, like, you know. However, if you're buying a graphics card in August 2026, the 3060 12 gig is your floor, basically.
Yeah, because it's 12 gig.
Yeah.
What's the next one up? The 6700?
6700 XT is 12 gig, yeah.
So I guess that'd be the next one up because it's technically faster.
However, if I'm not putting in a 3060 12 gig, I would be buying a 6800 or a 6800 XT because then you get 16 gigs of VRAM. And the 6800 and 6800
like £150 more.
Yeah, I guess. So if you look, so 3060 12 gig is about £200 ish.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair.
And a 6800 XT is doable for 300. So that's basically your next step up.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Everything in between there is like, yeah, the 6700 XT, it exists, but personally, I don't think it's relevant because you're either trying to grind the cost down and you buy a 3060, or you've got another £100, so you stretch to a 6800 XT.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'd be interested to see what a modded 3070 16 gig is like.
Yeah, I would love to know that because I want to know if the 37, because the 3070 is hobbled by no VRAM, which is why it's aged so badly.
Yeah.
I would love to know if the GPU is actually any good.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Or a 3080 gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones. I'd love to see that. Like actually use one.
Yeah.
It's also the case of like, in the nicest possible way. Why would I go out of my way to do that?
That's the thing. Everyone is just like, oh, you can modify them for this. I'm like, yeah, or I could just buy a good graphics card. Yeah. That's the thing. It's just like a lot of this stuff is interesting in theory, but unless you happen to be the kind of mad lad who can do this yourself, I'm not sure why anyone bothers doing it, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, then. Right. So, next up, we have...
cider from the fridge.
Oh, that's a cracking idea. I'd forgotten about that.
Next up, we have visitors from the north.
With fine furs. Okay, so next up, we've got the headline. We've got the B450 Tomahawk Max that I said was that I couldn't be bothered to fix because it's a B450. This thing has an exploded regulator for the whatever rail that regulator was. I'm going to defer to Pianov on this one because Pianov did comment on the video. What was this regulator again? Because you said, I think you said it was feeding all of the secondary rails. Is it the equivalent of the main rail on the motherboard? Either way, it has a grounded pin on it that should not be grounded. So we're going to find out what is shorted on it. We're probably just going to go straight to power injection.
Which was the one that you said you didn't like?
I didn't like the ginger one, which is the one that you didn't take out the fridge.
Oh, because I didn't spot it.
Oh, so that was on a shelf because there are There's
which one of these three would you like?
I'm going to have the apple and black.
Cool. I'll put these two away then and take out the ginger one.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you don't mind going through the ginger ones, because I'm not a fan of that.
Well, yeah, they're my preference.
Oh, cool, yeah. Stony Bonk. Shout out, oh man, I don't think, was it written on the box? I'm going to check. I want to give a shout out to whoever supplied the cider today. No, I can't remember, I'm afraid. I think someone did actually drop me a message at some point saying that they'd sent us another crate of the honey cider. Yeah, if you're listening and it was you, then thank you very much. I didn't have a note on the box, so I've forgotten who it was because this stuff showed up like weeks ago because we were finishing off the existing stuff and things like that. But yes, thank you, cider supplier. You know who you are. Much appreciated. Cheers, everyone. Nice. Real cider and blackcurrant. Cool. All right. So, going back through the thing.
Didn't someone say it was 5 VSB?
I don't think it. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, we could just check the. I could just check the comments. I'm going to quickly do that. Hold on.
Oh, did someone comment it? Oh, that's cool. Sorry,
Both.
I only saw the quick conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll check exclusive chat on the Discord.
It's not a regulator. It's a source for 5-volt dual between 5-volt standby and 5-volt system on. 5-volt dual then feeds, e.g. RAM. To keep RAM content in. Oh, I see. To keep the contents of the RAM. Yes. Sorry, I was reading content as in to keep it happy.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah. So basically, so when the motherboard powers on, it switches from using 5VSB to the RAM to using 5V dual instead, and vice versa. Okay, got it. All right. So yeah. In any case, My intention here is to inject onto the grounded pin and see what gets hot.
Excellent.
So yeah, and yeah, then we will find out what exactly has exploded. And if we can find that it is something that we can replace on that, then we can replace that. Then we can replace those components again with another donor board, and hopefully we should end up with a working motherboard. So that's the plan.
Nice.
Cool. Right. Okay. Right. First of all, I'm going to power up the microscope, and I'm going to get my multimeter, and we're just going to take some measurements again, just to confirm that we are where we think we are. So let's start with the microscope. And I will plug this into the capture card.
More than a microscope. Well, what else is it then?
It's a vision, Caradog. The vision of great heights.
But I want the vision anyway.
That was a Prodigy reference. Vision of great heights.
Okay.
All right, we should have capture.
I'm sorry, but I can only provide you with diesel power.
Lamau.
That's the limit of my referencing for them.
Is the capture working? Also, wow, what is that frame rate?
Also, hello, would you like some frames?
Yeah. And let me get the remote so I can... Right, I do this.
I push this button.
I push this button.
And it crashes.
Ah, there we go. And now we have frames. Cool. Okay, good.
Mostly.
I mean, yeah.
The interlacing's a bit...
Sure, yeah. Right, I'm just going to try and straighten things up a little bit because it's all wonky. Right, okay. This is the area we were working on. I'm going to go full height for this, I think. That. All right, and multimeter. Right, so
your bench being so low is very confusing over there.
Yeah, I know. Like when I was, I have a new workbench, and I'm experimenting running it at chair height instead of stool height. And like every time I lower it down to that height, I'm like, that's not real. That's not the height of a chair. But then you roll a chair up underneath it, and it's like, yeah, chair height is 75 centimeters. You think that can't be right when you look at it, when you're used to having like breakfast bench height everywhere. But yeah. Anyway, okay. Right. So, oh, you guys aren't going to get multimeter cam here. I can't do anything about that. So I'll just tell you what I'm seeing instead.
I'm seeing some numbers on a screen.
Yeah. Currently says OL.
Don't know what that is, but I know who the OGs are.
Okay, I've got my black probe on a ground point. So here's our guy. And this center pin, so that center pin is currently reading dead short, 0.1 ohms. And that is also connected to here. This is also the center pin. It's connected through the back. So this is apparently the output pin that is not supposed to be shorted. I assumed it was a ground. That was where the mistake was. So firstly, I need to grab the hot air station and take this selector, as I'll call it. Is it a selector? Is that what we call it? Take this voltage selector off the board, and then we have a look again. So I grab the hot air station.
So possibly purely a terminology thing.
Yeah.
Is a source selector also known as a switch?
I guess, question mark. Eyes emoji at Pianov. Which is me being like, I don't know what I'm doing here, so I'm just going to hope that the expert in chat will explain it.
A 3-pole switch, I guess, would be a more accurate description. But yes. If you manage to fix this board, what will you do with it? Build a cheap PC?
Yeah, I guess. Whoop. Yeah, because yeah, it's still good for a cheap PC.
Does it have more than one vroom? Yes, it has a couple. Yeah,
More than one what?
VRM.
Oh, VRM.
VRM.
Oh, okay, yes. I just heard like brum, and I'm like, what the hell is that? You know.
Does have more than one Brummy in it.
Okay, let's see. What don't I need here right now? I don't need you. Oh, I do need you. That's why the picture sucks. We've got no ring light on. I forgot to plug in the ring light. The scope has a small ring light built into it, but it's bad.
Ah, yes.
Thanks, Paul Daniels. Okay, right. Then I unplug that one. And I plug in the hot air station.
Oh, I see. Have you stopped running the scope off of the... Oh,
the scope has a built-in battery.
Right.
Believe it or not. So yeah, that's also why that worked. Okay. Yes, I did not plan this as well as I thought I had. Cool. Right, that and that. You guys don't come here for good content.
You come here for my sparkling personality.
Yes. Right. Okay, right. Flux.
Those LEDs are really good.
They are. It's one of the reasons why my scope cam ends up looking as good as it does, I think, is just the lighting is just very good. So, right, here we go. I'll take off the MOSFET as well, because I'm guessing that's also cactus.
And your stories from Monaco.
Yeah.
Why is the MOSFET
faulty?
faulty?
Might not be, I guess. I'll check it. Hang on, we'll check it. Take more readings. Now I have to wait for it to cool down.
Would be an SPDT switch. If you just say switch, you may think of an SPST switch, i.e. on off, where one position is just not connected.
Hmm.
Oh no. Oh, single pole double throw, single pole single throw. So
How is it?
SPST, SPST?
Yeah, that's right. So how is it controlled then? Because so my understanding then is that we've got on one side is 5VSB and the other is 5V dual, and then the middle is the output. So what tells it which to use? Or does it just have a preference where it will use one if available, and then it will switch to the other if the preferred one is not available?
Like the powering of the RTC battery and the BIOS resetting.
That's done just through diode steering.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. What was the original chip marking? I will put it
There
on.
are two MOSFETs with opposite gate control. Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Jolly good.
I could visualize that. I'll leave that on screen for people to read while I quickly measure this MOSFET.
It's impressive how much more legible it is on this screen.
Yeah. Right, I've got half a volt drop there. Yeah, actually, it looks like this MOSFET might be okay. This MOSFET is dropping half a volt in both directions. Not sure if that's correct or not. And 0.67 to the gate. However, it's not shorted though, so yeah, I think the MOSFET is okay. I was going to change it anyway.
Oh, yeah.
1 volt there. Okay,
Is
that's
that
fine.
a hole or something in that resistor? Or is there just not a part there?
I think it's fine. It's just the light.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, that looks significantly less cratery now you've touched it.
Yeah, the whole area is just a little bit schmutzy where it's been reworked and stuff like that. So, yeah.
The IC on the right is the MOSFET driver, which turns on one or the other. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Very well. Cool. Okay, right. So,
I'm glad someone understands what's going on.
put you... My God. All right. Okay, so let's go back to resistance mode. Ground. Right, so this guy is still 0.1 ohm to ground. So we still have a dead short on the output. This guy is now 870 ohms, so just under a kilo ohm. And this guy is up in the meg ohms. Yeah, and this guy is dead short. So this is our output, which is dead shorted, which I originally assumed meant that it was a ground. So now we want to inject on this and find out what on the board gets hot, and that will tell us where our short is, because that short is what keeps blowing up this switch.
Oh, right, yes, and the power in is coming through either of those two, and it's then switching it out through that.
That's correct.
Big
yeah.
pad.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Because I was looking at that being like, how is it not ground? But obviously, it's not ground if it's a switch.
Yeah. See, I assumed that it was a regulator or or some kind of MOSFET. That's what I said in the video. In which case, yeah, it would. You know, it. Like if it was a regulator, then yes, it would probably have a ground connection. So yeah. Fine. Okay. Right. So now in that case, we need to gear up for power injection. So can you line up the bench cam? And I'm going to grab my power supply and we're going to inject.
Oh, no. Hold on.
Other way.
No, wait, hold on. What? Why did that? I wanted that to go down. Why did it go right?
I think you're at a limit. You need to go all the way around. You might just want to reset.
So, hold on. How do I reset its position?
You got to bring up the big interface, and then yeah, that's the one. And then now just go down. But now you have to go small because the software is. Oh no, it is working. I think it started moving then. Yeah, that is working. Yeah.
Oh, something got confused and it moved in completely the opposite direction to what I was intending.
And sometimes in big mode, the hat switch just doesn't work because I don't know.
Bench cam. There we go. Have a bench.
Wow. Right, I will swing that out the way in that case. Oh, sheesh.
Oh, no!
Right, there's that. Where did I put? It's there. Okay, that's fine. I was really unprepared for this. I knew that we were going to be doing power injection. I should have set this up in advance, but whatever.
It's okay. Your sparkling personality carries you.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Okay, not that.
Okay, right. So I plug in.
The number is UP7501. Oh, other question. Are we certain that these are the right parts?
No.
Because you said in the video that you didn't have the right parts.
So the original chip was demolished, so I didn't actually know what it was. However, this X570 board is also an MSI and from the same era, so I'm assuming that that part must be at least an equivalent.
Yeah, there is no way it can be a different functioning part.
I can't see a world where that's the case.
Like, in the sense of it's not this switch that Piernoff is saying.
Yeah.
We've, in actual fact, it was looking for something completely different.
Yeah.
And that's why it keeps blowing, because you're putting the wrong thing in the wrong hole.
Number one, I can't see a world where it looks that closely identical and not be correct. And number two, we still have a short circuit anyway. which is why it's so...
Yeah, which so it's going to lead on to, therefore, does that mean the functioning is different and actually this is what it should be, it isn't, and the issue is somewhere else. That was kind of the circuitous route of just kind of, yes, because we don't know what the thing was.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. I need to get a ground connection. I'm going to get a couple of little jumper leads. Oh, am I going to need to solder? I will use I'll use a different pair of multimeter probes, which I can't see because I've moved everything around because I changed my desk. What are those? Those are more wires? Damn it. Okay, no, we're using those multimeter probes. Fine. Right. Thermal camera. We're going full send.
Yes. Is that a Noctua fan in the power supply? Yes, it is. Likely still the same pin functions. Okay. What is the reading on the same pin on the donor? Is that relevant? Because it's a different model of motherboard.
Still.
And a different generation.
It's a good question, though. Yes. We could do that just to get an approximate idea of what's going on. I'm going to do this injection first because regardless of all of that, we still have a short.
Yeah.
That all of the readings, all of the correct part or not, doesn't change the fact that we have a short circuit. However, these are still questions that we should and can answer in a moment. So, yes, bear with me though. Okay, right. So,
there's OBS.
Okay, I might need you to hold the camera. While I do the things, because I'm going to have to do this in a very annoying way, which is kind of jank, but it works. Right, 1 volt 3 amps. Let's go. Black probe on ground. Red probe goes on the short. Here we go.
Oh, there we go. That was
there-ish. One more time.
Yeah.
I think it's that chip there. Okay, hold on. I'm going to come... Yeah.
Do you want me to...
I'll adjust it and then you can hold it again.
Okay. I was like...
I think that's good enough. All right. And hold again, please. Thank you. That looks like something important to me.
That's wild.
And... boop. Ooh. It's not the chip, it's the capacitor underneath it. Beautiful. Okay. Right, I'm going to come in under the microscope so we can look real close at what we just saw.
This feels like the intro to one of your videos. Here's cherry-picking repairs for replacing capacitors on boards.
No, I'm happy now because I'm like, it's a capacitor. That means I win. You know.
Yeah.
Easy pizza. You'll love to see it. Okay, right. Here comes the scope. Actually, let's stay over here. All right. So here's the bomb site. And if we come up to here, here's the memory slots. And it was... pretty sure it was this guy here. I think it was that dude. Are you cracked? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's our guy. That's our guy. Love to see it. Cool. Right.
Nice.
Right, next question is, what rating is it going to be? Now, someone did post a board view or a schematic for this motherboard, but I can't remember where. I think it came up in the Discord somewhere. Could you do me a quick favor and just pull up Discord and search for Tomahawk or B450 and just look for recent messages? Because I'm sure someone posted a thing, in which case we can just quickly look up what that's supposed to be.
B450.
No capacitor, no shorted capacitor. We replace damaged components around here. We don't just rip stuff off the board and hope for the best. While you're not wrong, if we remove it, there's a 90% probability that it will work. However, one time it's not going to work and you're not going to know what to do. So we show how you do it properly. Get it from the donor. Yeah, we probably could because the donor probably has an identical circuit. So I'll do a visual comparison in a sec.
No.
Okay. Begging Soren to stop ripping capacitors off of boards and not replace them. I have seen some of his videos that have made me legitimately angry, where one time he took a capacitor off and he just replaced it with just some random other capacitor, saying it doesn't matter. And I'm like, if you're not even going to bother checking, then just rip it off and say, I'm not replacing this because I can't be bothered. If you can't be bothered to do it properly, then just say, I can't be bothered to replace the capacitor.
Yeah.
Just own it, dude. If you can't be bothered to do it right, then just own it. Don't do this no capacitor, no problem shtick, you know. He likes trolling. Yeah. I'm aware that he's doing it as a bit, but the problem is people are learning this. We've got people in the chat right now saying no capacitor, no problem. And maybe they're joking, maybe they're not, but there's going to be a lot of people there that aren't in on the joke and are like, do you actually need to replace the capacitor? Yeah, you do. You should. So yeah, I'm going to get a little bit angry about that for a moment. Yeah, I get it. You were probably joking, but still. This is the issue, though, is like, yeah, we have a responsibility, man. We have a responsibility. Okay, right. Okay, right. So we think it's this dude. Any luck with that schematic? Or
not on Discord.
Yep, that's fine. Right. Okay. In that case, hold up a sec. So firstly, okay. Right. So firstly, let's look very closely at this. So at the top of the screen, we've got the memory connectors, and directly under that, we've got this circuit here. Now, I don't know what this circuit does. Some, folks in the chat might, but let's do a little bit of intuition here. We've got this small chip, ALHM. It's got an inductor next to it, and it's got some capacitors around it. And also, we know that this capacitor is on the power rail that is giving us problems. So this is some kind of power circuit. Now, if we look at this, and now we compare it with the X570 board. Scrape. Here's the X570 board. Okay, right, this one is different. We have a much bigger inductor down here. And we have a different chip. So once again, we've got some kind of power circuit going. It's got an inductor and we've got some capacitors around it. This is the equivalent capacitor. However, it's a different inductor and it's a different chip. So we don't know that that's the same rating. It probably is. It's probably a 10 microfarad or a 22 microfarad. But we don't actually know. So, next question, what do we do? Are we going to throw this one on there and assume that it's 10 or 20 microfarad? Or are we going to keep looking for the schematic? I'm sure one got posted, but I cannot for the life of me remember where.
I can't see it in the comments.
Yeah. All right, Pianov says this is 22 mic 6.3. Okay, that's cool. Surprised it's not a 10 volt. Yeah, I mean, it's on a 5 volt rail, right? So 6.3 is fine. But also, at this size of capacitor, at this size, 22 microfarad, 10 volt would be quite a tall order. So yeah, I'm kind of not surprised by that.
Is 22 microfarad a lot?
When you're down at this size, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 22 microfarad is pretty big.
Actually are we? Because I've not looked with my real eyes.
Yeah,
I see. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that's.
Oh God. Okay.
I think that's an 0603. So yeah.
It's like, oh yes.
Yeah. For context, this is my little finger.
That was very much a case of I looked at the bigger one on the left.
Yeah.
And went, oh, that's not that. Oh no, it's the small one I didn't look at.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Fine. Cutting it close, engineers usually take more margin. That's fair. Right, okay. I'm going to put the hot air station back on the bench, and we're going to do some desoldering. Right, we're done with this, so I'm going to take this away.
So, based off of this, is it possible that this is completely unrelated to the power cut that the computer actually had?
Good question, well presented.
Because is this actually just the capacitor failed and happened to happen at the same time, effectively?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, the capacitor failed, the thing burnt out, next time it powered on, it couldn't.
Yeah, but also though, because this can be powered by 5 VSB, that is a standby rail. So if the computer was off and the power cut came on and it came on with dirty power, and like maybe the power supply was a little bit wobbly and the 5-volt rail was a bit unstable as the power cut came in and out, maybe it got zapped. I'm speculating wildly.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, you found the thing in Discord. 7C, yeah, there's a thing to search for.
There we go.
So now, hopefully now we can, we can pull that up. We might be able to pull that up on screen. The CAD file. Oh no.
Discord search!
Discord search did not find it, I'm afraid. Can you give us a date stamp for that, Lead Farmer?
Or has he just retagged?
Oh, he's. Yeah, oh, there you go. Yep. All right. Cool. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, that's why it didn't pop up, because it was just like this random file name. Right, a CAD file. We don't have board.
Would you like it to open it in Notepad?
No. Quickly, just grab the free version of Flexboard View. Off the top of my head, because that can probably open it. Because then we can just bring up a picture of it on screen and be like, look, there it is.
Try free edition.
Yeah.
Oh, download.
Oh, Lead Farmer says he just posted a picture, which is probably more helpful. That saves us trouble there.
Of the message in Discord. Thank you.
Thank you, Lead Farmer. All right, I'm going to take this heckin' capacitor off.
Oh my
in
God,
the interest of not exploding.
Why is there so much in your downloads folder?
I refuse to elaborate. Oh, that's probably my mum's fault when she's doing the accounts. All right.
You. Do you have to register?
Oh, looks like you do. Okay. In that case, open board viewer.
Oh, what's that one? No, fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul must have changed it.
How do I? Oh wait, hold on. Download the free edition. It's a different download.
Oh, okay, yeah. You downloaded the licensed version. Yeah, that'd be
it's a different download.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense, because for a minute I was going to be like, wow, if you need to register for the free version, nobody's going to do that. But yes. Let's see, what am I looking for? Right, I will now check that this capacitor is shorted and that I took the right one off the board.
Yeah, I had very much downloaded the paid version, thinking there was one version and it was license it and get the features all.
I might have been wrong. Might have picked the wrong one. Let's check if our short has disappeared. Oh no, we're not shorted anymore. We have cleared the short. However, this capacitor was not reading 0. Let me try diode mode, because that'll give me a quicker response. There you go. Yeah, that capacitor is killed.
Oh,
all right.
That's kind of cool.
All right. Yeah, do you want to go to desktop view while you're doing this now? Because I've removed the capacitor.
I am just going to desktop. Why is desktop not desktopping?
Click on display capture at the bottom of the sources.
Hold on, there you go. That'll do.
Oh, okay, yeah, window capture. Yeah. Okay, cool.
There we go. So yes. Boom, 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 boom.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, in that case, now you can click on...
What was the thing that burnt up? Was that this?
Yes, that's the thing that is exploding. And if you zoom in on U31 there, that's just above your mouse pointer, yeah, and it is C3388. That that's the one that we've just removed. I'm not sure why that's not showing it. Oh, it looks like we're going. If you click on that. Sorry, click on pan 1. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That it's going through an inductor before it gets there. That's why it's not showing a direct connection back, because it goes through that inductor first.
Sorry, what's this inductor look like?
Go to capture. So that's the inductor there. That's why it's black and not brown.
The fact you can tell the difference is impressive to me, given that is smudge color and the other component is smudge color.
Yeah. These three are brown. That's black. Oh, yeah. That's black. Yeah.
Sure.
It's so hard to teach this, you know. And also,
yes, I see. The smudge is smudge colored.
And also, like, for example, resistors are black. Small inductors are also black, but I could just tell you straight away that that's an inductor because it's too tall. Resistors are flatter.
Yeah.
So that's how I know that is an inductor and not a resistor, aside from the fact that it was on the thing. But again, it's just like, it's really hard to say to someone, I know it's an inductor because it's slightly taller. It's like, okay, how tall does it have to be before it becomes an inductor instead of a resistor? I don't know, man. You just got to look at a lot of circuit boards.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Cool. Right. So, if you click on that capacitor on the on flexible view again.
That one. Flexible view. Click on that.
Yeah. If you mouse over it, does it tell us what it is? Manufacturing code.
C22U6.3X/6.
Cool. If you zoom in, does that get bigger? No, it's just really small on the screen because we're on a 4K monitor. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry. So
there's not an easy zoom.
Yeah, no, that's all right. It's because we're on a 4K screen. So C22
U6.3.
U6.3, yeah. So that's 22 microfarads, 23 microfarads, because the U is mu for micro. So it's 22 mu microfarads, 6.3 volts. So that's how we know that it's a 22 6.3, which is exactly what Pianov said. Here is how we discovered that information.
Is C0603 then the size?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's an 0603. I'll be replacing it with an 0805 because those are the ones that I have. Because 9 times out of 10...
What is it 6 of and what is it 3 of?
So these are imperials, so that's going to be like 6,000ths of an inch or something like that.
No.
There are metric SMD measurements, but nobody uses them.
I kind of wish I hadn't asked now.
Yeah. All right. Right, take us back to capture, and I'm going to grab a capacitor.
Yeah.
Right. 22 UFs. So yeah, I'm going to put an 0803 on there because those are the ones I have because they're cheap and available. And
so that means it will be bigger.
Yes, physically slightly bigger.
Does it mean its characteristics will be better because it's bigger?
So theoretically, smaller capacitors should have higher response times and things like that, so they can charge and discharge faster.
Lower response times.
Yes, lower, better.
Yeah.
So yeah. However, the difference between these two is basically negligible. So it's not really relevant here, but it's one of the reasons why this is important when you look
So
at
is that why that you actually get physically different sized ones?
Partly, yes.
Is partially because of the response time tuning to what it's actually filtering.
Yes, and also if you can make the component smaller, then you want to do that to save board space. But that's also at the cost of small components being more expensive to fit, and also just being fiddly. But an interesting thing that you'll notice is just also the evolution of graphics cards. When you look at the back of a graphics card, at the back of the GPU, you've got all the bypassing capacitors there. In the old days, they had bigger ones. Over time, now they put a masses of tiny ones on there. And you think, why don't you just use fewer higher capacity capacitors? Because the smaller ones can respond faster and they can catch more rapid transients. So you put a crap ton of tiny little ones on there instead. So yeah, that's also part of it. Now, obviously, it's more complicated than this. This is like super generalizing, but that's the gist of it. So yeah. Worst is some SMD metrics have the same code as Imperial, but are twice smaller. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've not had the misfortune of running into like the mega small stuff, like phones basically.
What do you mean mega small?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyone who works on phones will be like, that's enormous, mate. Yeah. Come talk to me when you work on 01005 or something like that. So yeah. Okay, right. Let's go back to
metric for S&D. The French.
Go back to capture for me, and we will put our new capacitor on the board. So yeah, 9 times out of 100, you can fit an 0804, an 0805 onto a 0603 pad, and it's fine. The reason why I buy the 0805 ones is I am naughty and I buy cheap capacitors. And so in order to make sure that they will definitely have enough voltage ratings, I buy the slightly bigger ones because they're more likely to be rated for a higher voltage. Whereas if I actually buy an 0603 22 microfarad capacitor, there's a non-zero chance that I'll get sent like a 3-volt capacitor or something like that.
And you'd have to actually go to Mauser or DigiKey.
Exactly, yeah, which technically I should do anyway, but I'm lazy. These ones are adequate, and I can buy them in small numbers from eBay because I'm lazy. Right.
Do you still have that, book you had of them?
Yes. Yep. Although I very rarely use it because I bought that book, and 9 times out of 10, it's 10 or 22 microfarads. It's always 10 or 22 microfarads. Those are the ones that tend to fail anyway. However, having the book is still useful because now and then you'll come across something weird. Yeah. It does happen now and then.
Have you got any, I guess, special ones in stock as well? Like the does anything use through-hole in any particular seriousness?
I don't think so, no.
Because obviously you still see it on desktop boards. For input filtering.
Yeah.
But I guess input filtering caps basically never fail.
That's
because
it.
It's also I'd guess, a relatively low stress.
Yeah, these 10 and 22 microfarad boys, these seem to be the ones that always go. Maybe, as Pianov said, the engineers are flying too close to the sun by keeping the voltage ratings too low, so that's why they're so susceptible. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Tamablaskaf, sorry if I butchered your name, just says, Pianov, I'm never fixing phones after learning this. So, yeah.
So, for desktop boards, given there is this much space, why aren't they using the bigger sizes? Is it a volume thing? because this size can be used for laptops.
Must
This
be.
size can be used for whatever's.
Yeah.
Therefore, the cost per component is low enough that the failure rate per component.
These are just the
offsets
parts
it.
that are being mass manufactured, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know the answer to that one because I'm not a PCB designer. But yes, I would imagine a lot of it is just simply they make them in small sizes so they can be used on small things. So the small ones already exist, therefore you may as well use the small ones. So I think that's think that's it. So yeah. Okay. Groovy. Right. So that guy is now fitted, and I will check the connections. So I'm just going to go into beep mode for a sec. So we should have a connection to that that inductor, which we do, and then the other side is going to be to ground, which it is. Cool. All right, so that guy is on and functional. So now we've got to replace our switch, and then we should have a working board. So now
Do you not need to check that the short's gone?
Yeah, I checked that earlier on, but we'll check it again for good measure.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, I did it after I took the capacitor off when you were looking for schematics. But yes, I think it's always worth double checking just to make sure. So if I check that again, we've now got 6.7 kilo ohms there.
Ah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So. Now let's bring in the other board again.
What GPU, CPU would you use on this? 5600, 5700? Whichever was cheaper. And,
yeah, CPU, yeah. 3060.
3060 12 gig.
Yep, 3060 12 gig is what I'm going to put on it. I guess you could put, like, as per our conversation earlier on, 6700 XT is also an option, but personally, I think the 6700 XT,
6700 XT.
yeah, it's not that, it's only slightly faster than a 3060 12 gig, but the 3060 12 gig is going to have all of the NVIDIA advantages like DLSS and stuff like that. So in my opinion, you buy a 3060 12 gig for 200, or you buy a 6800 XT for 300. What? And the stuff in the middle is kind of just neither here nor there.
That seems like a reasonably good deal.
What are you looking at?
RX 6600 for £99.
Huh. How does the 6600 compare to a 3060 though?
It is much slower.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it's £99 for a 6000 series.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, if that continues being the thing, that's not unreasonable.
Mm.
Yeah, 6700 XT's 230-ish.
Yeah. Or you buy the 9060 XT and accept the $440 price. $440 sounds optimistic. They've just increased the price, I think. But yeah, Sai will know the current pricing better than I.
Yeah.
All right. Steal this. Ow, my hand is burning.
Wow. Someone sold a 9060 XT 16 gig for £340.
Yeah. Lead Farmer says, I was in denial, 480 to 500. It's going up. The GPUs have stayed surprisingly resilient to the price increases, not counting NVIDIA, but NVIDIA's going to NVIDIA. The AMD ones have been surprisingly resistant and have held firm, but the time has finally come. GPUs are going up in price. If you need a new graphics card, buy it now. They're going up, is the answer.
Yeah.
Whoop. Okay, right.
6650 XT. It's a bad...
It must be this one, yeah.
It's a bad graphics card only because it's 8 gig.
Yeah.
And last I checked, the second-hand pricing on the 6650 XT didn't make it worthwhile over the 6600 XT, because it was like £50 more for £10 more performance.
Yeah. Again, it's the VRAM is the stickler. It's
But yeah,
3060 is your base, and then 6800 XT is the next one up that's worth going to. I think everything in the middle is just smoke.
if you can get 6650 XTs for £100, then yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, well, for £100.
Sure. Yeah. If you're building minimum viable. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's only like £10 more than I was seeing 5700 XTs going for in the week.
That's fair. Yeah.
So it's like £10 more,
yeah.
an entire generation newer, and it's a little bit faster.
Yeah. Whoops. Flying away there.
So yeah. The ARC GPUs, they're fine.
B580 is relevant.
But the pricing made them completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
Just because last I saw, they were more expensive than faster AMD or Nvidia cards. So, yeah, you could get one, but you're effectively paying extra to buy an Intel card for some reason. So, yeah. But, yeah.
Okay, right. This trace here is lifted off the board slightly and is all about how you're doing, but it is connected, so it's fine. It's fine.
How does it stick to the board in the first place?
I assume that so I don't know much about how PCBs are manufactured, but I would assume that the layers are all laminated with basically adhesive. You're just building up layers of because do they still use fiberglass in PCBs? Is it still fiberglass? I assume it's built up in just laminated layers, and it's just effectively glued down.
Oh, okay.
But because it's a laminate, it is bonded extremely tightly, kind of thing. But with enough heat and damage, then yes, it will delaminate. So yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. I believe we have all the components on the board. So now comes the time where we see if the board works. Firstly, I will check for short circuits again, and then if I connect a power supply to this, and I turn on the power supply, I think that if it just turns on and we have 5 VSB, I think that's further than we've gotten previously.
Well, if it turns on and doesn't smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's, and then at that point, it's then worth putting a CPU and some memory in it. So I will once again check the resistance of this. So, yeah, our output is still at 6.4 kilo ohms. That is at 870 ohms still, which is where it was before. And that guy is up in the mega ohms still. Cool. All right. Okay, right. Let's go to face cam for a sec, because I'm going to sweep the microscope to one side.
Pow.
Right, we should be done with that now. There we go. Right, I'm going to break for a sec and just take some drinks. What's the timer on? 2:40. Okay, yeah, we're doing pretty good. If we turn this on and it works, we'll be looking for a 3-hour stream on the dot, which will be a good result.
Oh yeah. Pinoff said you could use your PSU current limit to supply 5 VSB and check for 5 V dual. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to plug in a big power supply, because if it blows up, I'm going to push this off the table. Just literally, just go, goodbye, you know, so...
Start a poll.
Here we go.
It work.
All right, I'm going to get rid of the hot air station first.
Will there be smoke?
If it starts smoking, should I just let it burn? Just give it a Viking funeral. Right. I need a power supply. Yeah, we're on. Are we on bench cam?
We are on face cam.
Let's have bench cam.
Bench cam.
Bench cam. I plug in the ATX24 pin.
I believe this is a fair and non-biased sample.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not. I can't see the results yet. So.
No.
Ready to go. I'm going to pull up the thermal cam as well.
Oh no.
What did you nearly explode everything?
I accidentally
I see.
whiffed the camera around.
Oh, yeah. Also, I think I kicked the C stand it's on at some point. So sorry, folks. How long is the thing running for?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm going to make everyone wait just to annoy them. 1 minute ago. Would Chipmunk work without CPU? I would say no. Okay.
Huh. How do I view the poll? Haha! Poll.
No one with 65%. Oh, man.
There you go.
Oh, ye of little faith.
What? No is the
wait.
positive answer.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes. It was... okay. Sorry, I was interpreting it as will it work? Okay.
Will there be smoke? No.
Look. Listen. All right?
I'm looking. I'm listening.
Okay. Right. Let's zoom in. Yeah, if you punch down to yeah, let's go really grainy. Yep, there we go. Okay, that'll do it.
Maximum zoom.
Right.
Minimum enhance.
Can I put that in front of it? Yeah, but then no one will see anything. Okay, let's just turn it on and just see if it catches fire. All right, here we go. Power supply turn on.
Good.
Uh-oh.
Not good.
Zoom out. Okay, well that's saying it's 40 degrees. That might just be operating temperature. Anyone know how hot that's supposed to be? Because it's about 40 degrees. It's flaring up as a hot spot. Was that even visible then? Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah, that's flaring up as a hot spot, but it's 40 degrees, so that might just be operating set temperature. And in terms of other hot spots, yeah, we got there's a couple of other chipsets that have switched on. Yeah, just other stuff has turned on, and that's hanging out at 35 degrees. There's another one at 35 degrees. So yeah, I think that's just operating temperature. So yeah. Okay. So that seems promising. So let's put a CPU in it.
Done. Done. Done.
Yeah, okay.
Done. Done.
I need validation. Agree with me.
Yes, Graham.
All right, thank you. All right, very conveniently, I have... No, not the 1500X. I've got a 3600 kicking around.
What's wrong with 1500X?
Do you want an honest answer, or do you want me to lie?
I mean, other than it not being yours.
Yeah, it's technically a customer one, but well, I don't even know if it'll boot in this, to be honest, because I don't know what is on this thing. Wow, this chip is a hot mess. However, we still powered on. Yeah, probably shouldn't hot drop a CPU into it. Going to wait a moment. Yeah. Slightly bent. Oh, yeah, no, we've got bent pins. Oh, it's got so much thermal paste on it. Can't believe I've done this to myself.
I can't believe it.
And, oh! It's fine. It's fine. It's just a couple of bent pins. Okay, right. Let's try that again. There we go. See? It's fine. It's fine. Y'all laughed at me. I'm going to very quickly wash my hands, while just so I don't have thermal paste all over them. Actually, tissue will do. That'll give me something. Right, that's that. So we need some DDR4. I sure hope this works, because that's what we're using. Wow, 2400 megahertz. Spare no expense. Let's put it in there. No one saw that. No one saw that. There we go. Okay, right. We need a CPU cooler. And I guess we need a graphics card, but we'll just try turning it on first and just see if it catches fire, I guess. Does this motherboard have diagnostic LEDs? I'm going to stick my head in front of the camera. Yes, it does. Yeah, we've got diagnostic LEDs there, so we can see if it's doing stuff. Right, that'll do. That should be enough to power on, shouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, right, standby power. And here we go, folks. I say here we go. I'm not sure where the front panel header is.
Here we go.
I'm assuming that's the front panel header. Nope, guess not. Am I going insane? Where is the front panel? Oh, JFP1. Okay, yes, I'm going insane. All right, it's powered on. We have a CPU LED, which is expected because the CPU has changed.
Ah, CPU power,
Oh, yes.
the UPS.
We need the EEPS. Thanks, folks. And can we see those? Yeah, we can. All right, here we go again. CPU. Yeah, that looks good. Power cycle. Power cycle. Power cycle. DRAM. Yep, no, that's VGA actually. That's boot. Yeah, we got a boot LED. It's booted. All right.
Yeah, it's working.
It's working. Cool, right. I'm going to get a graphics card so we can get a picture out of it. And then at that point, we can go, cool, this is fixed. Build it into something.
Nice.
Yeah, rad. Massive shout out and thank you to all the folks in the chat who have helped today, especially like Pianov and Wild Floor Lamp, who I think were the first people in the chat to be like, hey, by the way, that's totally fixable. Here's what you need to do. Because I 100% would have given up on that. So yeah. Right, I'm going to turn that off again. And I'm going to get... I'm going to get the nearest graphics card that is available to me, which is, it's a gift mug. That was a gift from my family. But yes. I've got this 1060 here, so we'll plug this into it. I will get a box to put the motherboard on.
I honestly thought you were going to say, I will get another graphics card.
Well, they're all in something. Ugh. My test in 1060 is in the customer's computer from which that card has come from. So yeah, yes, I sound insane at the moment, but there is a logic to all of this. All right, do you want to take us to a bit of a wider shot? And by that I mean zoom out. Thank you. My 980. It's still good, it's still good.
It's not your 980?
I'm not part of this discussion.
Oh, there it is. It still exists.
Yes. Right.
With its 3 mini display ports. And it's mini HDMI.
Mini HDMI. Jeez.
Yeah, look at it.
I don't. I'm not saying that in disbelief. I'm saying that in just like mini HDMI is such a stupid connector.
It's mini HDMI D. As opposed to the other mini HDMI that's used on cameras.
I'm going to use the big DVI on this graphics card because we know that'll work. Okay, right. Power on. We are going to BIOS now. Do you want to take us into capture? Because this should go all the way to BIOS. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Excellent.
Phew. All right. That's it. That's a working motherboard. BIOS update. How long? What's the timer on? We've got 10 minutes to do a BIOS update. Let's do it. My work here is done, Caradog. I'm inflicting this on you. 8 minutes to update this BIOS. How fast can you go?
Not very.
Whew.
What is this?
This is a B450 Tomahawk Max.
There are so many of them.
What microscope was I using? This is the Tomlov 4K with autofocus microscope. I can't remember the exact model number, but a lot of the time the model numbers come and go. But it's the Tomlov 4K with autofocus, whichever one matches that description. And my particular one came with this stand setup, which was one of the things I like about it. So yeah, it came with that full arm clamp and arm setup. And these clamp arm setups are not very stable because you would have noticed a lot of wobble while we were doing this stream. However, they're very convenient. This is probably the simplest microscope setup you can get. And also shout out to Paul Daniels because I'm using the Paul Daniels ring light on it. And the Paul Daniels ring light kicks ass because it's incredibly low profile, so it doesn't get in the way. And it has really good LEDs on it, which means you get that super crisp, clear color reproduction. Ooh. Enter flash mode.
Would you like to go from this 2020 BIOS to this 2025 BIOS?
No, pulls out plug.
Not again.
I hate it when that happens. I can build a cheap PC and sell it for £700. Yes. Yes, I'll have to have a ponder. I'll do something with it.
Hello, here's my cheap PC. It costs you £1,000.
Yeah. I don't really want to be selling AM4 stuff in the year 2026, but that's just kind of where we are right now. It's still relevant.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. It's just, it's not bad. It's just we should be on 7500Fs with DDR5.
Yeah.
We were there. We had it. You know, the other day I rewatched my B580 review video, just because I just wanted to rewatch it because there were some comments on it, and I was like, I'm going to watch this video again. And in that video, the test PC that I was doing was a 7500F, 32 gigs of RAM, B580, and my estimated build cost on that was like £600 or £700.
Oh.
You know, and it's just like, God, we had it. We were there. 32 gigs of RAM, DDR5, AM5, so you've got all the upgrade headroom, and a modern mid-range graphics card. The future was ours. Nature had healed.
Mm.
You know, it's such a shame. We had it all. Yeah. What's the problem with the donor motherboards? They've got holes in them. Literal holes. actual craters, they are 100% muck fucked. With the hours put into the board, it's the most expensive B450 in the world. Yeah, it sure is. I could buy another B450 for like, you know, 40 or 50 pounds. This was not an economic repair, but I have now learned what that circuit does, and this does give me a lot of food for thought for next time, because like, you know, it's very easy to dismiss something as being like, this is old, it's not worth fixing. And this is true, and I will still use that excuse from time to time. But however, at the same time, though, sometimes if you have the means to, it's worth trying to fix something old and grotty, because you might learn a technique that you can apply to something that was worth fixing. So, yeah. It made a great stream. Yeah, this has been a really good stream. This is definitely one of those streams where I'm going to hit stop streaming and I'm going to be like, yeah, good stream. And I'm going to go home with that, yeah, I fixed a thing today. I mean, technically we had 2 wins, because while we didn't fix this 1060, we did solve the problem. And that turned out to be, like, not a complicated fix, but certainly I don't know anyone who would have thought of this fix, I guess. So yeah, either way, we've had a good result. Remind me, do you now use a UPS? I've got one. Sai gave me one. However, see you guys, off to do life. Yeah, no problem, Lev Farmer. Thanks for tuning in. So I have got a UPS, but the problem is it's really loud and noisy. So I need to modify it to not be loud and noisy. That much being said, though, I was looking on Amazon the other day, and APC make some little UPSs that are, it's basically a small UPS built into an 8-way power strip. And that looks incredibly convenient. And like, it's probably only going to give you like maybe 5 minutes of runtime, but it's just enough to smooth out junk. And I'm looking at those and they're like 120, 150 pounds. And I'm like, that seems like a pretty good option, to be honest. But we just don't have enough power cuts around here to really justify it, in my opinion. So yeah, for me, when a power cut does occur, which is not very often, but when it does occur, I just switch off my PC at the back. So yeah, I 100% use surge protectors. If you're not going to buy, if you do nothing else, buy surge protectors. They're £10, man. Just buy a surge protector if you do nothing else. Backing up a little bit.
I only have artisanal power.
Joe says, have you seen Nanofix digging a hole in a MacBook? Not Nanofix specifically, but I have seen. I've seen other repair techs digging for gold on MacBook boards and other ones. So I'm familiar with that technique. I've never succeeded in it myself, but I have seen it done. Piano says, I only fix old and worthless stuff. That's how I learn, but not how I make money. Yeah, absolutely fair. Such a nice free buzz to fixing stuff. Yeah, there sure is. It never gets boring, even when it's like lots of repair techs will tell you this. It never gets old when you do something and you're like, I fixed a thing, I made it work. It's a great feeling.
It's fine. Bald can edit it into a main channel video.
Yeah, hi Bald. Eyes emoji. Yeah, unironically, Bald did the editing on this week's video, so yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I might do this one myself because this is going to be like the second part of... Oh yeah, no, I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I might look at this one myself just because I'm like, there's 2 videos in this stream for the graphics card is part of another mainline video that I'm already working on, and this motherboard will just be a separate thing. So we'll see. But like, Bald, if you're bored, then feel free to.
Cytec Watercool PC VOD edit coming whenever Bald does it.
I'm not even, I would not ask Bald to do it. I think I still have the footage. Part of me is sad that I let that one go, but also part of me is just like, honestly, I'm over it.
There you go.
There we go. Updated BIOS. BIOS update complete.
Wait. That BIOS was built this year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Security update, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a 2025 one. So I was just like, oh yeah, stopping updates in 25 makes sense.
Yeah.
B450 boards, cool. Bit of a shame, but... And then I was just like, oh no, it's this year. Never mind.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cool. All right. Thank you everyone for tuning in. That's the end of the stream. So
We've come so far.
We have, and we've made so many friends along the way.
But in the end,
it didn't really matter. Okay, right. I am not going to be here next week because I am going on holiday. So we will once again be on break for a couple of weeks.
And you won't be here next week.
So
sorry, the week after next either.
No, yeah, because if I'm home in, I can't remember what day I'm actually coming home on. For safety's sake, even if I'm going to be home on the Saturday, I'm probably going to be arriving home, so I'm not going to want to stream. So one way or the other, we're gone for 2 weeks. So it's going to be another long break, I'm afraid. So yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm glad at least we're going to go out. We're going to go on break after having a great episode. So
yes,
we'll see you guys in a couple of 3 weeks. So yeah, nope. I'm going to the Dominican Republic.
Do you know where that is?
Nope. It's South America, right? Is it South America?
Jolly good.
I don't know.
Do you know how you're getting there?
Yeah, I'm going to get on a plane.
Okay, good.
Right. Yes. Generous family members. So yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone. We'll see you soon. Take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.